That's mute every single time. Oh my goodness, hello everybody, good morning. Good Sunday morning from, beautiful Brisbane, actually. Barely a cloud in the sky, though I do spot some. Hi, thanks so much for being here. Hello, Cruz and Monty B and Marie, and Sarah. Hello, Christy and Glitter and Mama Bear and Capone and Duna Baby and Angelica. Cowbunga Dude, lovely to see you. Frosty, hello, Capone, hello everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on where you are on this beautiful planet. Thank you so much for joining me for yet another ad hoc live stream. Happy Sunday to those of you who are celebrating a Saturday night. For those of you on the other side of the planet, I hope you're taking care of yourself. Hope you're having a good time. Hope you're kicking back and having a nice weekend. Hi! Hi. Hello, everyone! So, sorry, like I said, I was away for a couple of days. I'm back now, which is lovely, gal. Today we're going to be reacting. We're a twofer today. I feel like we're kind of moving into the age of the twofer, just because we haven't got the, 3-hour live streams to get through together anymore. So today we're going to be reacting to Miss Chantal Marie, Miss Foodie Beauty, Miss The Chantal Show. We're back now. And her most recent upload entitled Answering More Questions Part 2. I'm not going to lie, I listened to 5 minutes and got really bored, so I'm here to do it with buddies. And then we're going to move on over to Ambi and her most recent upload entitled I'm Done and Come Shopping With Me. A vlog. So that's what we're going to do today. Hi, my name's Zach. Lovely to meet you if you're new, and thank you very much for returning if you're coming back. I'm not a mental or physical healthcare professional, just a guy who lost some weight, talks about things on the internet, and watches way too much Foodie and Amber. Also, not here to bully, shame, hate, harass, or humiliate. Literally here to talk about the produced and monetized content that we see here on this platform, because it's what? All about choices. Choices about what we say. Choices about what we put on the internet. Choices. The one benefit to coming back after these last couple of days, sorry, just checking the camera, is that I don't have a Nightmare Fever Dream narrated illustration to get through from Foodie, so that's really nice. There are about 27 bajillion community tab posts, including deleted ones, which are interesting. Chantal really doesn't understand the concept of a glass house, huh? Wait, Sarah, why are we yelling? Who am I yelling at? Feet, god damn it. Every time. Every time. Rupp, I see you. 8-mile run, that's massive, I'm assuming, because I don't know what imperial measurements are, but congratulations. Half marathon in 6 weeks. Well, I wish you the best of luck. Alright, chat, make sure you're on live chat, make sure you got a beverage, make sure you got a snack, make sure you're doing something productive while we watch all of this nonsense and try to get a laugh out of life. I'm pinning the thing. There we go. Kate, lovely to see you. Hello, thank you so much for being here for 3 months. Hi, babe. Right back. Love you more. Thank you so much for being here for 3 months. I appreciate it. Not feet bees. Stop it. Alright, where do we want to start? I guess we'll start with Chantal's community tab posts that are still currently up. We'll do a brief reading, and then I do have the deleted ones with thanks to everyone over on Twitter, specifically the lovely Shenanigans, who captured the now deleted community tab post, which we will read from. Lol, I'm so bad at this. Okay, here are some super dumb drawings. I wanted to do impersonations, but I really am not good at them. 1. A Karen. 2. Charlie Chaplin. Thanks, Chickadee. Does that say Chickadee? Charlie Chaplin's very well known for not having a lot of vocal work in his portfolio. When the fuck? Oh, swear jar. 8 minutes in. When did Charlie Chaplin say thanks, Chickadee? When did that happen? Yes, I truly hope that everybody enjoys the artistry of Chantal. Everybody's so creative. No, look, I can't poop on, I can't poop on a doodle. It's what it is. Hey, Hammy, good to see you. Anyway, we're just gonna move on. Oh, dear. Oh, my brain's so dumb. And then we have Homer. What does that say? I cannot read her handwriting at all. Does it say Oh, thanks, Savage Keyboard. Okay, I can read that. Right, excellent. Thanks, Doreen Garcia. Shout out to Doreen. I know that this isn't a portrait of Doreen. This is Shelley from South Park, but okay. Thanks, Joey J. I don't know who that is. That carrot top with a hat on? Who is this? This is a nightmare. I feel like if we... Hold on, wait, can I do that? Let me try a thing, chat. No, I need to go into filters. Let me see if I can't do a thing. Edit filters. Invert. Is that better? Is this better? It looks like the Queen. Where? The Queen where? That's Shelley. You're all welcome. Homer's a blue man. That one didn't change, and that one barely did. Okay, very good. They're not better. I was thinking, like, maybe they're just nightmare-inducing because of the fact that they're on, like, a black background and they're white and kind of, like, it's giving, like neon horror vibes, you know what I mean? But is this... I don't think this is better. No, I don't think this is better. Okay, we're going to remove that filter. That's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. It's not a problem. It's great. We have fun here. Cool. So there's that one. And then there's Howie, you silly rat, moose, rodent, two-faced, cute freak. I don't necessarily understand why it's potato quality, but okay. And then get ready, pieces. This week on all channels, we have much content coming out. Mashallah, mashallah. Now, I'm going to quickly snag the... How am I going to do this? I'll do a reading and we'll stare at Chantal's Nightmare Fuel. How about that? That sounds good. Which one do we... Charlie Chaplin, the, you know, very well known for monologues. Here we go. This is good. Chantal's nonsense. Mimsy, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Mimsy says, I don't have any feet. It's great to make you happy. Thanks for helping me think of it. Oh, I've been trying but overstumped. Wow, Mimsy. Thank you very much for the super chat. It always comes back to feet, man. You can't escape feet on the internet. It's just, at least in my experience, it feels like it's just a compounding effort of the universe to be like, hey, Zach, feet. Thank you for the super chat. Okay, cool. So where do I start? Start at the very beginning. So there was one about Breezin. So it reads, it is so sad, Boozin, you are reducing your already low self-esteem to reading obvious childish lies from the internet about Salah's company. Okay, cool. So I need to get a little bit caught up on this one. So this was about how someone in Kuwait had found the Salah and Murad's Perfectionist Perfumery at a retail store, and they found the price, and they found the Beezer spray, which, funnily enough, is the one flavor, aroma. Flavor? Style? Scent. The one scent that Foodie said, no, we're just making this for a lol, for a gag, and lo and behold, it ended up on the end cap of a discount store. So that's the childish lies that Chantal was referring to. Best Celeste, hello, thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate it, mate. Thank you. Blondie B, hello, I see you. Santiago, hope you're having a great day. Hello. Who cares what market his products are sold in? At least he has something of his own. At least it's an honest living. Well, I mean, okay. Also, just the other day, weren't you moron reactions claiming his business is a scam and he doesn't sell in stores? So which one is it? Is it a storeless scam or is he selling in a cheap store? You know what we find pathetic? That you have to earn your income reaching like the child you are and bullying to buy ice cream for your poor child who has a morally defective mother to raise her. You are getting desperate for content. I know, but please get a life. Go start a company. Why make fun of dollar store? It's not dollars here, by the way. Which is not even true, so your dumb reactions are lies as usual. When you don't even have good enough credit to get an apartment for yourself and your daughter. So maybe check your own pathetic situation before judging others. Even if some of the products, which are meant to be affordable, are sold for 2.5 KD, that's 11 Canadian, which is not a dollar, can you learn before you open your mouth? And then there was an edit to add, this applies to anyone else who did the same. Right, so Chantal's mad. She's a bully. Chantal's upsetty spaghetti. I would like her to get on a live stream and say all of this. More so, I would like Snoopy to get on a live stream and say all of this. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. The whole conversation around the Perfumery started with, he's got a really, really, really good job, you guys. And I'm not saying it's a bad or a good, like, business move. Who am I? I don't know. But we've caught Chantal out in quite a few embellishments. So I think it's well within the rights of everybody as an audience member. I mean, we can think whatever the hell we want to think. But cynicism lays thick and heavy when we watch Chantal. So yeah, just the fact that we talk about how it's common for companies or duplicates to like rip off company names or like alter company names so that like it is kind of a sneaky business practice to be like, oh no, this is I don't know, what am I thinking of? What did I buy recently? I bought shoes recently. What? Okay, Volley. They're Vossies. And they cost half the price. Anyway, I missed someone. Dee, lovely to see you today. Hello, thank you so much for gifting 10 channel memberships. Welcome back to Popster. Cowabunga, Casey, Hammy, Angela, Blind as a Zubac, Lady Homicide, Fork Sniffers, good to see you, mate. Been a while. Crystal, Brinjar, and Jess. Hello, everybody. Welcome back, Pussy. Not Pussy. I see you, boo. Like knockoffs, essentially, buddy. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. It's yeah. I understand that's like widespread business practice, but like, is it ethical? Is it moral? I guess is the conversation behind all of that. Sarah. So that was her deleted post, and then I believe there was another one. Yep, let's get the monologue Charlie Chaplin back up. Ha ha ha! I need Girl World to stay relevant, and what will you all talk about? Then why are you all desperately reaching and making up lies to stay relevant yourselves? Please, make me irrelevant. I would love it. I don't need or want your hate views. That's fun. That's very fun. Chantal, Charlie Chaplin got a bit mad, yeah. Yep. Yeah, there you go. And then all of the ones that we already went over. So let's get into Chantal's Q&A. It's going to be super interesting. I guarantee. I don't guarantee because again, I lost track 5 minutes in, but I don't know why. I just felt tired all of a sudden. Maybe if I watch it at speed and with buddies, that always helps. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Beautiful. Headset connected. Very good. Oh, she's loud. Oh, she's loud in my ear hole.
Hey guys, welcome back
now
to part 2 of Q&A series.
Dear Foodie, you are an experienced YouTube entity. Sure. Please learn to balance your audio, which I know is hilarious coming from me, considering all of the shenanigans. But still, if you're editing a video and you've got an intro and then you've got your like speaking, just try to match them somewhat, because that was very loud.
I'm just trying to answer all your guys' questions.
Gigi asked, this is going to be super boring, isn't it? Look, we'll make it fun, I promise.
So let's get
We'll try to. Hi, Bailey.
to it. I know that I've announced that. We have like 4 channels.
Why wouldn't she sell Beezer spray to her Beezers? Well, she keeps arguing that it's not for sale online, that it's local only, that it's restricted to retail. But wasn't there a conversation not long ago about like Amazon stores and remember all of that? Yeah.
On the go. And
I like her pin.
we have the gym, and we have so many other things going on with Ramadan.
This feels like filming on the Samsung, by the way. I don't understand. So all of this art that she's making, she's using the stylus. But is she using the stylus with the iPhone? Because those don't work together, do they? Unless they do. I didn't think iPhone and Samsung was that compatible. But maybe Snoopy's doing the drawings.
I'm really behind on editing. I do have some series of videos I'm going to do on this channel regarding my Ramadan experience.
Why? I mean, it's almost over, right?
And whatever. My Kuwait experience in general. So just be patient with me. I'm a little bit behind on the...
That's a model move, by the way. That's very America's Next Top Model circa 2002. Yeah. Hold on, wait, I'll go back.
Experience and my Kuwait experience in general.
Do it again.
So just be patient with me. I'm a little bit behind on...
Model Marie is here. Fox Sniffers, thank you for the super chat. She's smizing. Fox Sniffers says, Dear Foodie, please wear headphones when you edit your videos. Sincerely, all of us. Yeah, and I don't think she's wearing her tiny microphone either, Fox Sniffers. Why did she make such a big deal of that stupid lapel microphone, and here she is not using it? Also, I'm pretty sure that's some kind of stain. I don't care, but I don't care what that is. But it looks like a stain. Anyway, we're going to... Who's saying voguing? No.
The
It's nogging.
editing. So I'll get there. So let's get to it.
She is really quiet. Sorry, chat. I'm just going to help after my criticism about balancing her out.
All right. So just going to continue with the questions. Gorl World.
Yeah, that's what I thought, Izzy.
Oracle asks, question, why haven't you sought out paid partnerships and sponsors? There are apps you can join that will help with that.
No app will have her. No sponsor will have her. Anybody who tries to do a sponsorship deal with Foodie would receive an immense amount of backlash. The end. That's the answer.
So there's like a few reasons. One of those reasons is that I don't really like advertising other people's products unless I really, unless it's something that I really enjoy.
Yep.
For example, Lush.
Like HelloFresh.
Which doesn't happen because they don't really do.
Who literally had to come out and say, please stop talking about us like you're an affiliate. You're not.
Do sponsorship videos. Maybe they do now, but they didn't for a long time. I just really don't enjoy it. It's just not something that, I can't be fake about it. Like, I can't just promote a product if I don't really like it. Maybe in the past I was more enthusiastic about it. As a new YouTuber, I used to do things like Teamy and all that. Although Teamy, I did drink their tea, so I did like some of their products.
Teamy was a whole... Look, you want a detox tea sponsored by Foodie Beauty, you hit up Teamy. That's the endorsement. Don't.
But I'm not going to promote a company if I don't use their product.
Oh, the fashion show fallout, Jack. I didn't even think of that. You're so right.
I do get emails from companies. I think one was like a protein cereal, and I was like, I wouldn't eat that, so why?
That's right, one mug.
Why am I going to advertise it just for money, So
Did she get like exercise bands as well and was very confused by the concept? That was great. What a time.
That's not something I do. Second, I think, they expect you to have kind of a more cleaner image.
I'm basically too messy, lol.
When it comes to promoting their products, their company, I get that. I totally get that. So, and whatever, I'm totally fine not promoting any companies. It's just something
you could promote your loophole husband's company.
I'm not really into. All right, this is a comment that I will comment on from Kimby. Oh, and thank you, the previous person, for your question. I love the direction your channel is going up to the B-Day when you met Frank. The interaction between you and the audience seemed...
I love that. Hold on. I'm going to read it out first so I understand what she's answering. I love the direction your channel was going up to the B-Day when you met Frank. God damn it, Frank. Yeah, Frank and his bubble tea. Boba tea, sorry. The interaction between you and the audience seems very sincere and the chemistry was awesome. She must have been you. You seemed more genuine and even happy a lot of the time. Would be so awesome to one day see a Beezer reunion where they face call and we can put faces to the names. Well, Kimby, like that happened a couple of times. We saw Lewis and there was a girl and... Yeah, we did a FaceTime situation type of deal back in the day, Kimby. It didn't end well.
You're very sincere and the chemistry was awesome. You seemed more genuine and even happy a lot of times. It would be so awesome to one day see a Beezer reunion where we can face call and we can put faces to names. Thank you, Kimby, for your comment. So
Where did Lewis go? I don't know. Lewis was meant to stay with them when he went visiting in Canada, remember? Chantal was convinced that that Lewis was a potential Prince Charming. And said how, oh yeah, remember there was an entire storyline for a week where she was like, someone's going to stay with us in the villa. Ooh, someone's going to stay here. No, you don't know who it is. And then it turned out to be Lewis, because Lewis had told Foodie that he was going to go and visit Canada, and Foodie thought, that means he's going to move in with me. So, that's fun.
I was thinking about this a lot, and I sometimes do miss things about how I used to do my content and everything. Obviously, we all miss things from our past, but mentally, spiritually, everything is so different about me. Not personality wise, I still,
No, you're still you under everything. Chantal, I don't care who tells me. I have not seen growth and development from Chantal in the past 4 months. No.
I'm kind of silly. I still do struggle a lot with mental health problems and with anger issues and things like that, and being triggered and stuff like that. That hasn't really changed much. I mean, I'm doing maybe a lot better than not lashing out every single day, but I would say that
I definitely feel like this is probably iPhone, because Samsung would have a lot more smoothing going on. And you know me, I'm not one to talk about the physicality. Also, we're doing the same thing with our hand right now. Not one to talk about the physicality, but Chantal looks uncomfortable.
Type of life I had then attracted a certain audience. Right now I'm in a transition period, and a lot of that audience has fallen off or has been blocked. Yes.
Nah, it's still here. There's still plenty of messy drama to come. I guarantee.
Because a lot of it was a trolling. A lot of it was sometimes, when I wasn't in my right state of mind, as you know, I was going through a lot, and I documented all of that a lot. I was going through an abusive relationship. I was going through several addictions, and
lumped that all in your audience as if they were somehow responsible. Crazy.
And I just needed an audience, to vent to open up to. It was like therapy for me. And I'm not saying that an audience is a replacement for medical therapy. That's not what I'm saying, but it still helped me. So I had a community of people there for me, and I really appreciate that at that time of my life. But now things are different in my life, and honestly, I don't know where people say that I'm not happy. I think it's just speculation. You don't really see what's going on when the camera's off.
I think I won't say Foodie's not happy, but there are times where she seems upsetty spaghetti, 100%. I think a lot of that conversation about, like, well, if it ever comes from me, I guess, if I were to say, I don't think Chantal's happy, it's more of a reflection of, like, if I were in this situation, I wouldn't be happy. I wouldn't be happy sitting in in the situation that Foodie's in. I wouldn't like to be locked inside of this home. I wouldn't like to be on the other side of the world, away from friends, away from family, away from my social network. I wouldn't necessarily want to, be in a place where I would have to struggle with my own identity, but she doesn't have that that concern. I wouldn't want to be where Foodie's sitting. I mean, if she's happy here, sure, Jan, tell me all about it. But, like, I don't, personally, I don't see it. I see boredom, and I see frustration, and I see nervousness. And yeah, all I'm watching is Chantal, like, locked in her home with no windows. That's about it. And I mean, it's not too different from the luxury villa, but back in the luxury villa days, she had the freedom to be able to, like, drive down and get a Starbucks, or, go cross country to buy a Nashi. But here she's relying on Snoopy, so.
I'm a lot more at peace right now with my life.
Unag, probably.
I enjoy that I'm not on any substances. I enjoy that. Yes, I still struggle with food, but that, I think, will always be the case. I'm a lot happier.
Ooh, what am I doing for lunch? It's 11. What should I cook for lunch? Oh, hey, Savitri, good to see you. I'm going to do something in the pressure cooker. That's what I'm going to do. I want to go buy a big hunk of meat and just, like, put it in the pressure cooker and see what happens. I also apparently need to buy bay leaves. Don't get me started on bay leaves.
In a lot of different ways. So, the audience, dynamic is not the same as it was.
Chicken and Brocco, good answer, chat.
I understand that it might have been it was a lot more fun back then for certain people. But I think I'm just, growing up, and I'm just...
Oh, Kian, that'll happen. Yeah. I mean, you can't go too far back in foodie history without finding a contradiction. It's tricky.
Yes, at my fine, ripe age, but... I think maturing...
Do we eat kangaroo meat? We do, Maria. It's not niche. You can find it in most butchers. Yes. Yes. It's not not a national dish, but there is a large portion of the agriculture sector which is trying to push more, and often pushes more, for kangaroo meat to be in our diets. It's really high in iron. It is quite tough though. And so there are specific cuts, but oftentimes kangaroo meat will be used for like dog food and things like that. Which makes it, look, I know it sounds terrible to eat your native wildlife and your basically icon. We don't eat koalas though, so that's good. But kangaroos are prey, and they're often pests as well, so they do eat a lot of farmland. And they're basically like, think rabbits. Like, think when you have an explosion of rabbits. Very much the same thing with roos, except roos get like 6 foot tall and can crush your head in with their feet. So, swings and roundabouts.
As a person has nothing to do with your age number, with your chronological age at all. We see that a lot on here online.
Yeah, think venison, but standing upright. And a bit more hoppy.
So I just, I'm trying to mature even more and my life is in a different direction.
Let the pressure release naturally. I was reading the instruction manual, Snarky. It took me like an hour. I was like, what does this button do? Oh, it lets the steam out. Okay, I'm not meant to do that. I'm meant to let it like naturally. I don't have a lot of patience, so I don't know how I'm going to go with pressure cooking, but we'll see.
I never expected it to go this way, but I'm very happy that this is the path that's been set out for me, and I'm going to embrace it.
No worries, Maria.
So while I do miss some things, it's nice to look back and go, oh, this was funny, that's the extent it goes for me, really. And anyone is welcome. Everyone is welcome as long as you're respectful.
Thanks so much. I'm going to sit over here.
If you say something to me, like, I know a lot of people were upset about being blocked and it's isolating your audience. It's isolating a part of audience that's been toxic a lot of the time and doesn't want the best for me. So for me...
I mean, I've isolated myself away from a foodie. I'm just over here watching. Through the looking glass,
I will take that loss because it helps me mentally. So, and as a creator, I have a right to do that. I have a right to...
Yeah, Polter. Like, Rue's good. Rue's good. Rue is good. It's a lot less impactful on, like, it doesn't require pasturing and all of that stuff. So no, I'm a fan of Rue meat.
Choose who I want in this space at any time.
I think it's just one of those things where it's really hard for specifically people who aren't Australian to look at Australia and be like, oh my god, like, the Rue's on your coat of arms. What do you mean you eat it? Like, they're just cute, fluffy, like, plush stuffed animals. Which sometimes they are, and joeys are very cute, and generally kangaroos are adorable. But also they're, they destroy a lot of land if they're not controlled with a population.
That I find suitable. So, that's it. Thank you for your question, Kimby. All right, Indica Brownie asked, how difficult was the decision to become a revert? What has been the biggest challenge in that process? I'm always curious about
Bye, Hammy. Have a good one.
different religions and how they came to be. Also, why is it referred to as a revert and not a convert? Sorry if that's a stupid question.
Aren't they invasive? Well, they're native. You're talking about roos. Well, they're native, so they're not necessarily invasive, but they're, like, for thousands of years, the native population have looked like they're like kangaroos. Kangaroos. They are kangaroos. They're like bunnies. They're like rabbits. So if you have, like, a really big wet season, for instance, and have massive overgrowth and massive growth in bush, you'll obviously see a lot of the prey animals, the herbivores, come out and, like, chew through everything and then mate and have an explosion of population. But then it's hard when, like, the dry season comes in and then the roos don't have anything to eat and then no one has a lot to eat. So, yeah, swings and roundabouts.
Well, Indica Brownie, I'm not going to lie and say there's no such thing as stupid questions, because...
Do you ever eat British food? Curry, fish and chips, shepherd's pie? Yeah, all the time.
There are, but yours is not one of them. It's never stupid to ask about something that you don't have much understanding of. I am totally tolerant of those kind of questions.
Are we now doing a Q&A here?
I'm still learning myself about Islam. I mean, I'm a new revert, but
Monty,
the short answer is
good,
no,
though.
it wasn't difficult. Okay, I should say yes and no, it is. The decision to revert, to become Muslim, to take the Shahada, was not the difficult part. That was very easy because, you basically just need to acknowledge, you need to have basic understanding of Islam, but you also need to accept and swear to the fact that there's only one God and that Muhammad is his messenger. So I completely agree with that. The hard part for me is being a Muslim sometimes. I want to be a good Muslim, but it's very, very hard, certain things, keeping my character, not breaking my character, not letting hate and anger into my heart. things like this, you know, even the makeup thing, I'm wearing light makeup, but there's rules, there's guidelines set by Allah.
But don't tell her about those guidelines, because she will tell you that she's still learning, y'all.
That are sometimes challenging. And I'm sure most Muslims feel this way. So I'm just trying to do my best and repent when I can. And servants to Allah. Thank you, Indica Brownie, for your question. I hope that answers it.
That was such a weird cut there. It was like a double cut.
Chickadee. Hi, Chantal.
Also, what phone are you reading off? Is this
Servants
Snoopy's old phone?
Thank you, Indica Brownie, for your question. I hope that answers it.
Whose phone's this? Is that Snoopy's old phone? I think it's Snoopy's. It must be Snoopy's old phone, right? That's got to be Snoopy's old phone. That doesn't look like one of Foodie's old phones. Hippiesta, thank you so much for being here for 6 months. Hippiesta says, great pressure cooker channel, Rick Mamana. I'll check it out. I got another recommendation from the lovely Holly, who sent me a recommendation. So I just don't know. I don't have a lot of patience to watch YouTube cooking videos. I'm very much a like, just write it out for me. Just write out all the ingredients so I can get them all ready, and then let me read the method, and then I'll do it. I don't need to watch someone do it. But then maybe I should watch someone do it, considering it's a, you know, pressure cooker. That's her new Samsung? Is it? No, it's not. Her new Samsung has 3 cameras on the back of it. 3 or 4, because it's the same as mine. There's 3 cameras, and then an infrared, a flash, and then a 4th camera or something. Yeah, that's not... No. No. That's not a Samsung. That's why I was asking, because I was like, I don't know what brand this is. Someone let me know. Holly, hello. No, I wasn't sure if this was like a Huawei or something else. I don't know. Snoopy's old phone. That's what I said, Ellen. I think this is Snoopy's old phone, because we know that the purchase in the last 2 months has been one iPhone 14 Max Pro Ultra Super Mega Awesome, and one Samsung S22 Ultra. So this is neither of those. Is it a Pixel? I don't think that's a Pixel. Looks like it's got like charging ports on the side or something. I don't know. That's weird. That's weird, right? Anyway, that's the most interesting thing that has been on the Q&A so far.
Chickadee. Hi, Chantal. Oh, new series. Nice. I will be watching. Also, yes, thank you. Question. Did you ever think of putting out a special fragrance with Salah? Can he have a special scent made to order, or does he only have access to pre-made perfumes? Because that would be cool if you could have special scent of your own creation mixed and sold. Chickadee, I don't know.
Chickadee, there are many local businesses that will help you create a feature scent for you if that is your interest, just in case you're here.
I don't know if you saw, we do have a Beezer perfume. It's in the room. It's a rose vanilla scent. He does have a warehouse where...
we were going to get a warehouse tour. Where's our warehouse tour? Where's a photo of the inside of the warehouse? I would like to see the warehouse so I can ask questions about the art of perfumeries. Hey, Zach.
Him and his business partner, and they make the fragrances themselves. They mix the fragrances with different scents,
Maybe she'll make a peach flavored one.
Different essential oils, different, you know, I don't know what they use, but yeah, they have like all the bottles, all the equipment, all the mixers.
This is an obvious plug.
They have, you know, scales. Like he does everything. Like they do everything themselves. You know, sometimes he comes home smelling of something nice. I'm like, oh, what is that? He's like, a new fragrance. So he does have that. So yeah.
I'm assuming that the warehouse is just going to be giant vats of industrial sized fragrance that we then mix and or pour out straight into, like, we just funnel them into spray bottles. I'm assuming that's what's at the warehouse. I'm very cynical. It's fine. Also, I want to get into the nitty gritties. I want to know, like, the percentage of essential oils. I want to know whether or not it clarifies as a I'm assuming it's not a perfume and it's not an eau de toilette. I'm assuming it's a fragrance, specifically, probably because those oils are synthetic. But we won't know until we get to the warehouse. I would like to get to the warehouse.
Yeah, he can
Hi, Capone.
make a requested scent for sure. He can try to. So the Beezer perfume was just for fun. I do my favorite.
Or it might be like Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory, where it's just like vats of fragrances against one oil and a whole heap of tubes up into the sky, and then they all come down into bottles. That might be it too.
Scent of that he makes is rose vanilla. So he sells just to markets here in Kuwait. He doesn't ship internationally, so we're not looking to sell to anybody right now. I don't know. I know a lot of you want to try the perfume, so maybe inshallah one day we can, you know, get you guys some
I wonder if we could drop ship some fragrances.
samples or something. But you know, we're not looking to to profit off of selling internationally or anything like that right now. You know, he's doing well in Kuwait, so, you know, mashallah. And yeah, but the short answer is yes, he can make any scents he wants to. They're not pre-made. Squeaky from, do you think it was necessary for you to become Muslim to marry Salah? Like, if he was fine with you not converting, would you have been fine marrying him as you were? So I actually made the choice to become Muslim. Salah is Muslim, but it wasn't like a requirement. Like at first when I met him, I was like, you know, I'm Christian. Is that a problem? And he was like, no, that's totally fine. Christians, you know, and Muslims can marry. I mean, a Muslim woman
Dr. Sheila, that's great.
has to marry a Muslim man, but you know, as a Christian woman,
Could 100% dropship some? Interesting.
I could marry a Muslim man and vice versa. So I
Not the streams colliding. And look, you know me, not engaged. This is a different reality. Right here, this one's a different reality. But I know that Ambi gets sent stuff to her PO box. Wouldn't it be a wonderful cross promotion for her to receive like a Beezer spray or something? That'd be funny. Anyway, don't encourage that. Hands off, not engaging.
it was a conversation though, like, you know, he would have just loved for me to of course learn more about Islam and become Muslim. So I kind of just like made that decision on my own. So it wasn't a requirement for him to do it, just like wearing hijab is. You know, he prefers me to be covered, of course. But
well, that's true, Bunny. I mean, we know that he obviously has a business partner. And Chantal has said before that he has people who do things for him. There you go.
But if I was like, absolutely, I don't want to do this, I think he would be okay with it. Especially like
I'm sorry, Zaksu, cursed.
I'm not required to be Muslim.
Cursed.
This is all my own spiritual learning on my own. But him being Muslim really helps. We do prayer together. It's really nice, and it connects us on a more spiritual level.
They also both sit on the internet and call people pathetic and terrible. So that's fun. Just balancing things out.
So yeah, it's also a cultural thing as well.
Of course,
a lot of
Sarah.
this Kuwait has become a lot more open than a lot of different countries. You know, so in the Middle East. So I think. So you do see women who are Muslim and not covered. I honestly, in public, have yet to see so many. Most of the women I see are dressed in black and they wear niqab. That's like the majority of the women I see here.
I mean, to be fair, we haven't seen a lot of Foodie being out in recent memory. But I mean, we saw a lot of the airport stuff, which is
Muslim women.
fair.
But there are some who are more, you know, have different ideology and everything like that. You know, it's traditionally women, Muslim women are...
Oh, that's true, Bunny. Bunny said, but she said the fragrances aren't pre-made, so it sounds like they're non-consistent fragrances. Either she's overcomplicating this or lying. Well, I mean, she said they also have scales and weight, so I'm assuming there's some kind of like, oh, it's a 100ml bottle, great, 20 mils of rose, 50 mils of vanilla. That's not going to be 100. 30 mils of water, you know? Fork Sniffers. Oh, thank you so much for your generosity, my friend. Fork Sniffers Anonymous has gifted 10 channel memberships. Welcome or welcome back to Pulpstar. Arwen, Aurelia, Sunshine Country Chickens, Tabby Cat, Allison, Elizabeth, Morgan Simone, Jenny, Otters and Elephants, always a great name, and Tina. Hello everybody, welcome or welcome back. I hope you're having a great weekend.
Ordered by Allah to cover at least their hair, cover their body, their hair, dress modest. So
Hey,
or
Marie.
be veiled. So I think he would prefer me to cover myself, but I don't think it would be like a super requirement for him. It wouldn't be a deal breaker. Because I wasn't covered and I wasn't Muslim when I met him. So, you know.
You met him online and the next day you threw a blanket around yourself because you had to dress modestly according to you. So we'll put a pin in that one.
Donnie asked, thank you for your question. Donnie asked, cost of living in Kuwait. The cost of living in Kuwait...
She's going to say, so much better than Canada. That's the answer. Done. Shelock, thank you so much for gifting 5 channel memberships, mate. That's very kind of you. Not at all required, but very kind. Thank you. Welcome or welcome back to Pulpstar. Marie, Kian, Ellen, Vac, and Amanda. Hello, everyone. Make sure you thank the lovely Dr. Shelock Who for their gifted memberships. Thanks, mate. Appreciate you.
Is, I would say, more affordable than Canada.
Hey, Def.
One, we don't have to pay taxes here. Like, there's no income tax, there's no sales tax. So there's no tax at all. So that automatically is a big difference.
Yeah. I'm just trying to apply her own logic, which always gives me a fucking headache. But, so if she's saying that a spray bottle of fragrance, room spray, whatever, is 2.5 KD, which is the equivalent of 11 Canadian dollars. 2.5 KD seems quite expensive. Like, she's out here saying that she can get 100 falafels. The falafel market is a bad comparison because the price of falafels is regulated. So I need to know how much, like, a Burger King double chicken royale is to try to give some kind of, like, sense to any of this argument. Because I would, from everything that Chantal has shown us, and I'm not an economist by any means, but everything that Chantal's shown us, the standards are relatively similar for similar goods, I guess. But the room spray, no one's paying $11 for a bottle. Oh, maybe they are. I don't know. What do you pay for a bottle of room spray? I hope it's not $11. I mean, if you do, that's fine, whatever. But it just seems like specifically certain items do have a higher value, I suppose, monetary value, that doesn't seem to equate to back home for Chantal. Parker, thank you for being here for 3 months. I appreciate it. Parker says, everyone who gifted memberships, she's sending love. Love right back to everyone. Thanks so much, Parker. Thank you for spreading love, and thank you for being here for 3 months. I hope you're having a great day.
You can find apartments for a lot cheaper than in Canada as well. Like, a lot cheaper.
Oh, how much are eggs? Sarah, that's a great idea. Like, food's a really good marker, but so's everything else. Like, takeout, she was saying that TGI Fridays was really expensive. Wasn't she saying... We did that math, right? It turned out to be like $90 or $100 for some, like, bad appetizers and some non-alcoholic beverages. Yeah. That's why it feels like there's not that much of a difference. If you're getting paid in dinar and you're still paying as much in dinar as you would in Canadian dollary-doos, the only real difference is the tax. Oh my god, Lottie, hi, happy Sunday. I hope you're having a great day. Hi.
Of course, petrol gas is so cheap. It's maybe like $20 on like a 6-cylinder. His Honda's like 6-cylinder. It's like $20 for like a week of like straight driving. Like, we drive quite a lot, so... Local
groceries are a good indicator. Yeah, I'd agree.
It's so cheap, but it's an oil country, right?
Febreze is like $4. There you go.
So, food is cheap.
I buy like an orange power room spray because I really like citrus. It has like, it's a lemon myrtle room spray, and I think it's like $5 Australian dollary-doos. It's nowhere near as big as those ones, don't get me wrong, but like, it's not an exorbitant price.
Cheaper, a lot cheaper. You can get like a bag of 100 falafel. Is falafel? I don't know. What's the plural?
Again, falafel's a really bad indicator because it is literally like government regulated the price of falafel.
Falafel. The word falafel has now lost all meaning. You know when you say something so much. Anyway, so for like, I think it's like 1 kd. So like,
Lemon Myrtle's your new favorite drag name. Lemon Myrtle's a real thing. And a great drag name. You're right.
Like $4 for like 100 falafels, where I used to get like 6 for like, what, $10? So it's like super...
Lady Lemon Myrtle. There you go. Nice.
More affordable in a lot of ways. Gold is cheaper and it's higher quality carats.
Yeah, this is all about resources, right? I mean, I don't know whether or not you can compare, again, agriculture to things like mining, gold, oil, etc. But like in Australia, we have relatively consistent pricing for most foods because although we export a whole heap of food, we are a little bit of a breadbasket for like, you know, nearby countries. Our price of food stays relatively similar and is comparatively lower than a lot of other places. And a good example is Canada, right? Like I understand Canadian winter because of importing food. It can be really expensive, even though there are, you know, greenhouses and hot boxes and all of that kind of stuff. Anyway, sorry, that's a bigger conversation about like what your country exports and creates, I suppose, versus like she's just trying to confuse people. I know she's trying to confuse people, or she doesn't understand economics, or both. What do you mean she's just posted? Love and Peace, a documentary. Get the fuck out of town. We're watching that. That's great. Thank you, Spambot, for letting me know that Foodie just posted.
Like this is 21 karat gold, so it's you know, super affordable in a lot of ways, for sure.
Bring on the couples channel, I say.
Pretty much most of everything. Kanita Metovic asked, where do you plan to travel? So inshallah, we want to go to KSA or Saudi Arabia. We want to go travel around the Middle East, different parts of the Middle East. I don't know, maybe Bahrain, Qatar, like fully explore it. I've been there like in transit from one airport to another, but
not a gym
it looks like
vlog,
a really cool place too.
Sorry.
Maybe UAE Dubai.
All the places she's going to travel
Singapore,
totally, you guys.
Malaysia, Thailand,
she's not.
Maldives.
Until she does.
We want to go to, like, if I get really fit, if I successfully get super fit to a point where I could trek a long way.
It's a 9-minute documentary. Her Q&A was 31 minutes, Lottie.
A long enough way.
That's
we both
crazy.
want to really do Everest Base Camp. You know, I've always had this weird dream of wanting to go see Everest, and he does too. So that'll be my celebratory trip. Yeah, I'm afraid of that little plane crashing, but I guess I can take something for that. Midnight. Thank you for your question, Midnight Majesty.
I can play My Heart Will Go On. I'm so happy.
Asked, what do you use to edit your videos? So
no one cares.
now Salah uses Filmora.
Don't care.
Thanks for your question.
Doesn't
and
matter.
it's affordable. I don't remember exactly how much it was. It just comes off of my credit card like automatically, so I don't really remember.
She pays monthly for an app to edit her videos. Chat, can I get some video editors feedback in the chat, please? She pays monthly for an app to edit her videos. Monthly. She's paying a monthly subscription to edit videos. That's hilarious.
How much it is? I don't know. I can check and get back to you. Jack, Douglas, Beezer, if you could live anywhere in the world except Kuwait or Canada, where would you live? Honestly, I'm going to answer that, but between Kuwait and Canada, I think would be perfect. I think that would be perfect.
Yeah, Coda, please use a free one. Anyone interested in video editing, please explore free options, because there's plenty out there that are great.
I would probably...
Do filters come with the app? Maybe.
I want to live in the UAE, or...
It's like when she told us she was paying for Tinder. Oh dear, never mind.
I feel like living in the
It's
Middle
fine.
East.
Look, if you got the resources, go to town. Do what you want.
Either the Canada or the Middle East is probably where I would want to live, for sure. I'm not really sure. Like, I haven't really explored other countries' possibilities, but...
Oh, Ashimation, Filmora should have a full pay, like one you don't have to pay monthly for. I'm pretty sure it's got a bulk, like, open license one.
You know, maybe there's some cool
I don't understand it was international Tinder.
European countries that would be nice to live in, but definitely between Canada and the Middle East would be cool. Jules, hey sweetie, I understand women in Kuwait have to wear hijabs, but is that all the time or just in public? I'm asking because I noticed you wear...
100%, Bunny. Like, there's no... And the hilarious thing is my brain's like, oh, it wouldn't be too bad if she's paying for it monthly because she could claim it on her taxes. What a funny joke.
yours in your videos from home as well, so I'm just curious. Thanks, and just keep on doing your girl. So here, hijab is not a requirement. Somebody did answer to that as well. Lulu, I'm a Kuwaiti.
Oh, Archer, 100%. I use an app called InShot for a lot of, like, stupid little edits if I ever need to do them, or if I need to just, like, cut something out. And on my phone, and it's super easy, and it has, like, a one-time only charge. So...
Just letting you know that wearing a hijab in Kuwait and as a Muslim is...
But see, because I do my taxes, I'm able to, like, actually do the thing Foodie thinks she's doing.
not mandatory. It's a choice. Smiley face. So yes, that's true. But wearing a hijab...
Oh, Stella, hello.
As a Muslim, from my understanding and opinion, is that, you know, it's in the Quran, ordained by Allah to be veiled as a woman. So this is why I choose to do it. But it's not mandatory. That person is right. It's not mandatory. Like, you don't have to be veiled here. You won't. There's no morality police who will come and arrest you. So it's more open. And, you know, other people have different interpretations of the Quran. So who am I to judge that? But for me personally, anytime I am being seen by somebody who is not my husband or blood family member,
step parents also can see me without hijab,
then I have to cover. So that's why we're in the home when I'm doing videos, because I'm being presented to you guys and I have to cover for that reason. Thanks for your question.
I don't like whatever's on her lips, by the way. It looks sticky.
Kiwi.
It probably is. I think it's a gloss. The eye makeup's okay. I don't like the lips.
33. Are you happy? That's all I want to know. I hope the answer is a giant yes.
Kiwi, how many questions have you asked?
Yes. Kiwi 33, thank you. I'm really confused at how a lot of people, and I'm not directing this at you, Kiwi, because I do peripherally hear
you cut an InShot both easy with one-time pay. See, Zexu's got it right.
And see that people question my happiness. You know, they think that I have to be back on my kitchen chair.
Oh, it's the lip plumping gloss. You think so?
You know, in my whole
I don't know. Without the filters, she always looks a little like irritable.
Mess,
so.
just to be, you know, or high or whatever, just to be happy, and I wasn't happy then at all. Yes, I would say with a ginormous yes. I am super, super happy.
Sinadala, hello, thank you for being here for 2 months. Sinna says, more of the same dull questions with duller answers. Yeah, we've only got 11 minutes to sit through, though, until we get to the full documentary time, though. So that's fun.
100%. Yeah, for sure.
And then hopefully Ambi.
I mean, life still has
She had some stuff to say too.
ups and downs. It's not going to be, I'm not going to be ecstatic every day, and I'm still going through hardships and growing as a person. So, but generally, yeah, thanks for your question.
They all are, Lottie. That's the trick.
New York Stiletto asked, have you been taking your medication properly? How does it work? Do you go to doctors to get prescriptions?
That's a really good question. What happened to your six medications? Yeah, prescriptions. That's the word I'm looking for. What happened to them? Where are we at?
Thank you for your question.
Update me.
So it's a bit different here. I think some medications require prescriptions, I should say. But honestly,
guys, come on.
The medications I need, my inhaler, which by the way takes Symbicort, inhaler.
Man, that sleeve is a bit crusty.
For my asthma.
Sorry, that was the worst word to describe a fabric.
And I have recently restarted. I actually came off of I'm on and off about antidepressants, but I have to realize I need them. Like, I just restarted them actually yesterday. So, I literally, Salah will go into a pharmacy, any pharmacy here, and just say what I need. Like I said, I need Cypress.
Why are we close? Why are we closing in?
Flex,
what is this? Oh, she's leaning forward.
For example.
Never mind.
And you get your medication. It's as simple as that. I'm surprised, but the pharmacist is very...
I would like to know what you're on to clarify what requires and what doesn't require a prescription, because I honestly don't think Chantal's back on the estrogen, even though she said she was going to when she was back in Canada.
Knowledgeable, and we'll go through a lot of details, side effects, blah, 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 all that stuff, you know, so they're almost like a doctor.
They're almost like a pharmacist who will, like, tell you all of the side effects to the medication that you're taking. Is that not international? I thought that was international.
They really find what you need, but yeah, it's super affordable. It's like the name brand Cyprelex in Canada was like $80 or something like that. Here it's like 4 KD, like, or something, or like...
What's that? 4, 8, 16.
Maybe, I think it was like 8 KD, I think.
8, 16, 32. That's different.
Salah said like maybe... So yeah, like not very expensive, like 30 something. So like, I don't know.
Which, forgive me for my ignorance, but here in Australia we have a system called Medicare, which is the government subsidized medical assistance. It's not it doesn't cover everything, but it subsidizes a lot of stuff. So say if you go to the doctor for a general checkup and they're like, okay, great, that's $80. And then you're like, okay, great, here's my Medicare card. And then the government says, okay, great, here's like $40 back or $30 back or whatever it is. I'm assuming Canada has a similar system. And if not, forgive my ignorance. But yeah, not all medications are covered under everything. But anyway, whatever, doesn't matter.
But yeah, so really not expensive at all. So different. And you can just walk into a pharmacy if they have it, and it's not something that's on their like controlled substance list, you know. I guess depression is pretty common, more common than I thought. So therapy is very, very, very pricey, but they do have a psychiatric hospital here, but...
Okay, there's a big step between therapy and a psychiatric hospital, but okay.
These pills...
Jeez Louise.
I think will... Once I'm back...
Also, in the world of telehealth, I feel like Chantal would greatly benefit from, like, mental health professionals, period. But also mental health professionals who she could... Like, just because she's in Kuwait doesn't mean she can't... Remember back when she was doing the telehealth, like, psych appointments? That was probably a lie as well, but she told us she did a couple, 2 or 3, because she didn't want to leave the house. She could technically just pick that back up, even though she's on the other side of the planet, right? Like, the joys of the internet.
On them, I honestly, that's why I feel...
D asks, if you don't need a prescription, is Snoopy just going in and saying it's for him? If the government is paying for the meds, how would she qualify? No civil ID confirmed. I'm assuming that if he's buying medication, I don't even know if a civil ID is required to purchase medication, though I'd probably imagine it would be. Possibly, maybe. I don't really know. Have to ask Snoopy. Snoopy, are you here? Snoopy! I would say if Snoopy's buying them, he's definitely not walking in there and being like, my partner needs this, because I kind of feel like there would be a need for conversation. Also, it's kind of weird because I know that some prescriptions can just be like filled internationally. Like if Foodie was organized, she could have told her doctor, hey, I'm moving and I need these scripts filled in Kuwait. What do I do? Some of them can be done internationally. Some of them would need a local rewrite. So yeah, I think she's probably fibbing a lot on this one.
tired when I first get back on them, and it gets into my system again. But I have to, now that I have cheap, easy access to them.
She's telling us that Snoopy is telling her this. Yeah, it seems strange.
I'm just going to stay on them because
I'm going to assume that any like government supported or subsidized system would require ID of some kind.
I'll do 10 milligrams until I start to feel they're not working anymore, and then honestly, when I
telehealth therapy, she quit when she meant to have an emergency appointment before going to Toronto with old mate. She chose to ignore warning signs for to go to Toronto with old mate. Yes, that one. Okay, so maybe I'm misremembering how far back in the story the telehealth appointments were, Lottie.
I would go for follow-up with a psychiatrist to monitor my medication, and they would just ask me the same basic questions the pharmacist would ask, like, how do you feel, blah, 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 like little things like that anyone can ask, so I'm very happy about that. Very, very happy. I need my medication. Like, if I'm not on it, it's like night and day for me. You can really tell. Like, I just, man, my mood swings are so crazy, and
it is such a wild concept to me, for me to just be able to like walk into a pharmacy and be like, I need that prescription medication, or what I would perceive as a prescription medication. Something like medication to assist with the regulation of brain chemicals. That seems like a prescription medication. But I also don't know whether or not it's a situation, because I also know that there are like emergency situations where you can kind of go in and be like, hey, something's happened, here's my box with the script already printed on it, I need a refill, like there are ways and means, but I don't know what's happening over in Kuwait.
Yeah, it's so hard for me to control my emotions. I'm working on it, but it's
brooding. That sucks. I'm sorry.
PR asked, when are you going home to Canada? I think I've answered this in like other ways through other questions. A lot of the questions are the same. You guys want to know, am I happy?
Yeah, Sleepy Moon, we're going to watch it.
Here, when am I going home? I don't have a foreseeable date when I'm going home. I don't know. Everything is like just...
No, same, Marissa. And I guess that's the concern. Like, what happens if the script can't be filled over there?
I plan on being here for a while. We plan on doing some traveling. I'm not sure when I'll go visit home. I'm still not sure. So, but I'll let you guys know updates when I find out. Thanks, PR. Kanita Metovic asked, how did you and Salah meet? How long did you know each other before marrying? Okay.
They met each other on international Tinder. They spoke for 3 weeks before she went to Kuwait. 3 or 4 weeks.
Okay, so the short of it is we met in October, the beginning of October, and we married at the beginning of November.
I don't consider it a full 4 weeks. Don't lie to me.
Near the beginning of November. Yeah, so 1 month.
Sorry, loophole married. Because we don't actually know when they got married. Because that was a different conversation.
Month. We knew each other. But I don't know. To me, there's no time frame to falling in love. Sometimes it's instant. Sometimes I think developing a relationship, sure, it takes time. But I kind of just do things fast. I kind of live fast. And
Foodie's motto, live fast.
It's hard to explain. Like I said, the story about it, a lot of people will think it's not, it's just BS because it sounds so, it sounds far-fetched. But honestly, I put my number on WhatsApp. I was fed up. I stopped looking.
What do you mean she didn't get married on a tourist visa, Marissa? What do you mean she was on a tourist visa? There are loopholes.
Looking at DMs, I said, I'm tired. God, please send me somebody who will take care of me and be the opposite of the abusive partner I was with before that. Please, please, please. I'm tired of these random meaningless datings and whatever else. The very next, I woke up to a WhatsApp message from Salah, and it was a sweet, sweet message. And
so quiet. I'm sorry.
It was just, from there, it just grew and grew and grew every day. We spent hours a day, So I would say it was condensed. Yes, it was a short amount of time, timeline-wise, but each day we would video and spend time getting to know each other for the whole day, hours and hours and hours.
Which is weird when you consider the fact that Snoopy has a job.
So we grew...
And there's a massive time difference.
Closer together with every hour that we spent together. So it felt a lot longer.
He was playing keyboard for her and they were watching Dumb and Dumber together. It's cute.
But I knew him because of the quality time we spent together. So yeah, but it was basically a month. And then
she put herself on international Tinder and she put her WhatsApp number on there, and then Snoopy slid into her WhatsApp.
Was married. Which honestly is not something totally out of...
No, she's not saying they met on WhatsApp. They started talking on WhatsApp because, again, please don't do this, by the way. She put her WhatsApp number on her international Tinder profile and said, hey guys, here's my number. That's it.
A character for myself. I don't know. Mimi, this is a joke one, and I'm going to end with this one for now.
Lottie.
Mimi's a beezer who makes me laugh. See,
it'd be great if he just one day started just busting out the classical. I don't think that's going to happen, but it'd be great.
I love beezers who make me laugh. I don't I need
I want to hear Flight of the Bumblebees on Snoopy's keyboard.
people there for me in my circle who just unconditionally will just be there for me. People like that in life are rare. You know, it's not that they have to agree with everything you do, but people who don't make you feel bad or berate you or are just there for you or make you laugh. I like people like that in my life, you know? What did Sears ever do to you? I made a comment about Sears, like a derogatory comment about people wearing clothes from Sears.
She's made plenty of them. Derogatory comments, that is. Not specifically about Sears, but...
And I was angry.
She thinks it's a read to shame people on where they shop, ironically.
So I just said it, you know. I think I have a vendetta against Sears because I used to have to wear the clothes so often. Like, between that and JCPenney as a kid growing up, people my step-grandmother would always... Even my...
What's the problem? What's the problem? Are you complaining about department store clothes as a child? Ma'am, you're closing in on 40. You need to, like, speak to a professional or speak to your mum. You know what? This sounds like some family trauma that you should probably work out in counselling. Yeah, that. If you're holding on to a grudge about what clothes you wore as a child, as a 40-year-old, I feel like that's something to unpack with a professional, not an internet audience, and probably your family. And, like, let's mature a little. You're talking about department store brands, right? There are people out here who, myself included, who wore thrift store clothes, who wore homemade garments, who wore things that weren't, like, things from our big box stores, so Big W and Kmart and all of those things, and that was the norm. I don't understand where this entitlement comes from, Foodie, but okay, whatever. It's fine. Lydia, hello, thank you for being here for 25 months. I appreciate you. Lydia says, love you, Zach. Love right back, mate. Thanks for the support. I appreciate it. Thank you. Hand-me-down club. Well, but yeah, I unfortunately didn't get hand-me-downs. Well, I mean, technically they're hand-me-downs if you get them from a thrift store or like a second-hand store, right? Like, technically they're hand-me-downs. They just go through a middle person.
Mom, like, they would take me to Sears a lot. Sears was like the thing back when I was growing up. I was born in 1984. So the mall would have a Sears. Like, every mall would have a Sears. You know, like, they have like one department store in every huge mall. Well,
what's the Australian equivalent of Sears? What is Sears? Let's type it in. Sears Australia equivalent. Let's see what the internet have to say. Is it like Kmart? Target? I'm getting Target vibes. Is it like Target? Target sells clothes here in Australia too, by the way. Kmart? It's more like Kmart. Work. Kmart's got basics. We love that. A catalog store? I don't know what that is. Like, they have catalogs? JCPenney's, Montgomery Ward's. No. Big W is like the Walmart, I think. Sears was more expensive. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking Sears was like an upper department store. Like Maya. Is Sears like Maya? Or is Sears like Kmart? Because they're like, does Sears have brands that aren't just Sears brand? Department store in a mall. That doesn't help me. Because you could have a Kmart, a Big W, a Target, and a Myers, and a David Jones all in the one store. But they're all very different, like, tiers of expense. Sears wasn't trendy. Okay. So maybe, like, Big W vibes. It's like Myers. The Queen says it's like Myers. Yes, they have other brands. Okay, so they're probably more like Myers. Yeah, okay, tell me what brands are in Sears. Then let's gauge this. It's not like Bunnings, Layla. I see you. Not quite Target, but above Kmart. So it's Big W. Yeah, what brands are we finding in Sears? Sears has clothes, toys, and tools. You can't buy drugstore or food items. Okay, well that takes Big W out of the range. This is a clothing store for older women, like a less cool JCPenney. Paul, do you think I know what JCPenney is? Alright, well they sell Levi's, so they're above Big W. This says tool. No, I'm not... I'm talking about what... Like, if I walked into a Sears, what brands could I find in Sears? I'm just going to ask Google. It's fine. We've got time. I'm sorry, everyone. What brands are in Sears? Catalog. Sears holding brands? Oh, okay. I see. Sears has all the top brands you'll love. Levi's, Champion, Skechers, Wranglers. What else is on here? Well, I'm on their website now. But that paragraph that I was reading isn't here. Okay, great. I'll just go back and read it. Levi's, Champion, Skechers, Wranglers, and more to create a wardrobe that will help you stand out from the crowd. Okay, so I'm going to say it's more like... I mean, Champion's in Big W, I'm pretty sure. Somewhere between... I'd say Target. Falls between Big W and Myers. Target. Great. Myers or David Jones. Really, Myers? Okay. Work. Okay, so cool. So if I walk into a Sears and I'm spending like $20 to $30 on a shirt, that's more than I'm spending in Big W, where I'm spending like $4 to $12 on a shirt. Got it.
Ours was Sears.
Thanks for helping me figure it out.
Or JCPenney. So Sears, they always made me wear the ugliest. Like, to me, I didn't care about clothes. I wanted Barbies. So I was always like, all these kids' clothes are ugly. They're all matching, like purple top, purple corduroys, or stirrup pants. You remember those? So I didn't like getting clothes. So I would always they would always make me bypass the Barbie section and go for the clothes because I needed clothes, right? Every school season starting.
Wow, it sounds like you're holding on to a lot of memory there.
And Sears was just so drabby to me. There was just something about it. It was like department store drabby.
This looks luxury. If you're telling me things are on hangers and not just folded up and put on a shelf, luxury. That's luxe. That's what that is. There's something special about clothes on a hanger. Look at this. They've got displays. Lovely. Love it.
Everything was beige, brown, appliances, clothes. I saw the toy departments like...
Yeah, poor kid having her family buy her clothes.
Sometimes, but, I didn't get a Barbie every time.
Definitely not luxury.
In the cafeteria...
Robin, do you want to know how much this shirt costs? Do you want me to tell you? If you're telling me pants are on hangers, luxury.
Food was pretty crappy, but now that I look back on it, it makes me nostalgic to remember like the juice, the grape and red juice in those like coolers, and like rice pudding, like cafeteria rice pudding or Jello, and then like just fried with like lumpy gravy. Yeah, the food was pretty crappy. So I don't know. There's just something about Sears that just I don't like. I don't know what it is.
Sears, the way she's describing it sounds a bit like Paddington's,
but
just not like that specific market.
Same with Zellers. Kmart, Zellers, Sears. I don't know. There's just something about department stores. I just don't like it. I don't know why. Although, growing up,
Right, so you think it's a Reid yelling at someone saying that they look like they dress from Sears. Right, got it. The shittiest Reid.
Favorite show was Today's Special, and it took place in a department store. So, and even that one was like a beige, boring department store. I don't know.
She's literally pulling slides from what looks like a 70s advertisement.
So, and even that one was like...
Maybe it was the 80s in Canada. I don't know. But, like... This is a very 70s look. Do y'all see it? The monotone jumpsuit. Is that a jumpsuit with a belt? Maybe. Or it's just matching pant and blouse. I do love that. It's the hair that's a giveaway. It's not big enough for the 80s, but it is fluffy enough to be the 70s. And this, I don't think it's corduroy, but this tartan, it almost looks like his hat and jacket are matching. That's 70s. Called it. All the shades of beige, Lottie. Also, what is this animatronic in the middle? Is it an animatronic? It looks like a puppet. You think it's 80s, Ellen? I think more 70s. Late 70s, maybe. Anyway, doesn't matter. Not important. Chantal's mad.
The beige, boring department store. I don't know. I have issues. So thanks, Mimi, for your
early 80s. All right,
your
I'll
question.
take it.
All right, guys.
Early 80s, but remember, when was Chantal born? 81? Was that 81? No. I can't do math. I'm bad at math. She's 39. 84. Right.
That's it for the Q&A. I don't know if I'll do another part soon, but now I'm going to get on the edit.
Right, so she wasn't actually going to department stores until she was at least... Like, it was at least the 90s when she was going to a department store. Maybe she was going to a department store when she was 4, but I highly doubt she's got a good enough memory to be shitting on Sears from 1988. She may have been in the department store at 6, which would be the early 90s, and I'm guaranteeing you... Well, I'm not guaranteeing you, because I don't know about Canada, but I don't think that was the vibe for the late 80s, early 90s. But whatever.
the vlogs that I've been wanting to put up for you guys. So we're going to have, of course, more activities on the couples vlog, and just mostly finishing up a lot of things left to do in Kuwait. There's a lot of things we didn't realize there are to do. So there's going to be some vlogs on that.
Just show me. Look, Foodie, I've already told you what I want to see. Gym vlogs, cooking vlogs. That's it. That's all I need. No more Q&As. No more ASMR BS. I've stopped. I can't even click into the ASMR BS anymore. I'm thinking like, oh, she's going to tell a story time eventually. No.
And so just getting out more, showing you like the different culture of Kuwait with
Weren't we going to go to the markets? Wasn't Snoopy going to film you walking?
Museums and parks and different cultural centers. There's the Grand Mosque. There's all kinds of different things that we have done and are going to continue doing to show you. There's also a more fun side of Kuwait, but there's also my channel here plan on doing more personal related things, like, you know,
like cooking in gym,
day in the life and stuff like that, my Ramadan experience. So anyway, I can hear my hamster stirring. I must go tend to him.
Okay, bye. All right, back over to the Snoopy and Foodie channel. Please hold. Okay, we've got a 9-minute documentary. Has everybody got their popcorn? Is everybody good? We're about to be told all about love. Oh, we're starting strong. Okay. I got to keep my kazoo at handy just in case Celine comes to mind. Are you all ready? Do you want to watch it in reality time? Let's watch it in reality time. We're here together. Find a buddy, everyone. Do you think she made this while she was alone, locked in the room? Probably. You quit. Ma'am, this is grass. She's proving to Milk. She's proving to Milk, who read her quite well on Twitter, that she's outside touching grass. Oh my god, I hate this so much. This is great. Hello, strangers walking on the Esplanade. Esplanade? Is that what you call it? Boardwalk? More strangers. Oh, look, all these strangers. There's 2 dudes there, assuming. And I'm assuming that's a couple there. Hello. Ooh, what a nice bench. This is nice. Look at all this grass. I tell you, the cringe is, first of all, real. But second of all, it actually feels like sucking on a lemon. Like, my entire everything just gets real tense and sour. Man, we haven't moved. We're in the same spot. What is this? If this is just images and music, this needs to go over on your other channel, the one I'm not watching. Love and Peace, a documentary. So far, it's the beach and palms. I love this music so much. I need to know where it's from. I need the track name. I'm pretty sure it's on the audio library. Def, thank you for being here for 4 months. Def says Grass and Trees, the documentary. That's what this is. Yeah. I feel like this is just B-roll footage of when they went to the beach. I feel gaslit. Oh, look, birds. How majestic.
I've found the one.
No! Not Snoopy. No, sorry, not Foodie right in the ear hole. Stop it. Hold on, here we go. So loud.
I've found the one. He makes me smile.
No, stop it. Please don't be poetry.
He makes me happy.
Uh-huh.
Not only for a while.
Oh my god, it is poetry! Yes! I'm so happy. Oh, we've got a new slam piece. No, wait, that's not. That's not the phrase. Was that it? Was that all of the words?
Love is amazing. It makes us human.
Okay.
It softens the heart.
Oh my god. They did film it on that same day. Oh god.
And it makes us weak, but strong, all at the same time.
This nonsense. I hate this so much. You horror, thank you for being here for 25 months. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for enjoying my nincompoopery. I appreciate it. The business handshake. Oh, it's so cringe. It's terrible. Weren't you just hugging? Wait, you're not allowed to hug. You told us you weren't allowed to hug.
To have someone to love you for who you are is a gift from God.
What is this giving me? It's giving me something very, very specific in my brain. This is like the cold open to an episode of Touched by an Angel. Can't just be me, right? Okay. Thank you so much for the super chat cases. I'm cringing so hard that I hurt myself. Is it your back? Because me too. My lower back, very tight. Thank you for the super chat. And Ninja, thank you so much for the support in the super chat as well. Ninja says, I hope they stay together forever. What's your deadlift now, Zach? Oh, I did this on Friday. I haven't done 1RMs for a hot minute, but I'm planning to in 10 weeks after, or 12 weeks after challenge. I was doing, what did I do? I did 4 sets of 2 reps at 135 kilo. Yeah, 135. Don't know what the 1RM is yet, but thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it. Thank you. Lynn, that's very much my vibe, yes.
Being loved for being your true self.
I want to turn this into horror. Like, I want to take the backing track out of it. I want to put the devil's organs in. I'm going to do so much. I want to do so much.
It's so freeing. I never have to pretend. I never have to bend or break.
That feeling when you don't know what to do with your other hand. It's almost the Arthur fist. Almost. It's so close. So close. Anyway. Juno, hello. Lovely to see you today. Thank you for being here for 8 months. Juno says, old school Saturday Night Live deep thoughts.
I can just be.
Did he roll his eyes there?
I can just be.
I feel like he rolled his eyes. As an avid eye roller, I could see it.
We can just be us.
Oh my god, this is terrible. I need to get the transcript. Okay. So many things. Loving is being. Here we can be in love.
We can be happy.
Stop it.
We can be sick.
It's giving arthritis medicine commercial a little bit. Look, maybe not this freeze right here, but the entire vibe of the entire vibe of this is very much giving Well, Jamie Lee Curtis, the poop yogurt. Yeah, it's very much giving giving either medical or self-improvement item advertising at about 2 p.m. in the afternoon. Fork Sniffers, oh mate, thank you so much for your generosity. That's not at all required, but thank you for the super chat. Fork Sniffer says, thank you for the laughs tonight. Also, is she trolling us? Please tell me this is a troll. No. I think this is 100% genuine. Because I'm trying, remember, I don't want to compare, I don't even like bringing up old mate, but remember when she put together the slideshow of the photos of her and old mate and being like, I love you, I'm in love with you, like, everything's great, I'm so happy. Remember that video? Not where she was trying to prove receipts, before she was trying to prove receipts with the same video, the same images, but she made, like, essentially a video of photos of her and old mate together being like, oh my god, I love you so much. Activia, that's the yogurt. Yeah, that's what it's giving. It's giving poop yogurt. Ariana, thank you for being here for 5 months. Ariana says, like an antidepressant TV commercial. It's very that. Very, very that. Which is funny because pharmaceuticals can't advertise in Australia within specific bounds. But I know the specific style of ad, specifically like from the American television. It's funny. Very funny.
We can be weird and silly.
Weird and silly. Noted. Yes. Not wrong.
We can be imperfect and yet love each other as if we were anything but perfect.
Do you think these are Foodie's wedding vows? I don't know if they exchange vows. But I imagine if Chantal were practicing for her wedding vows, this is what they would be. Oh my god, they totally are. Punky, you puked. I'm sorry, buddy. Big cup of tea. The sound is also kind of giving, like, starting village in a Zelda game. I hope all the gamers can hear that. It's not just me. Stardew Valley from Hell. That's what I was thinking, Bunny. Yeah. This is the Stardew Valley soundtrack when you increase your friendship with Foodie and Snoopy. It's the secret relationship in Stardew Valley where there's a throuple. Laura, thank you so much for being here for 13 months. Laura says, wow, I hate this. Me too, it's great. You're filming a camera filming the ocean. What is this B-roll? It's so bad. Mimsy, thank you for the super chat again. Mimsy says, that feeling when you're incapable of love and you're trying to convince others that you actually know what it's like to love a person that isn't you. It honestly seems like she watched too many ads. Yeah. I get what you're saying. Thank you for the super chat. Oh my god, this song's on loop. Alright. What are we doing? She's aimlessly pointing her phone towards the sky. This is just B-roll. She decided to make a piece of content documenting love and peace with B-roll. It's great. Are we done? No, we're not done. We're halfway through. Kazoo time. I don't know the melody though. I'm gonna have to practice this one.
When you hold my hand, I feel safe and protected.
How could anyone watch this Look, for those of you who skipped ahead and watched this, for those of you who skipped ahead and watched this by yourself, what did it feel like? Why would you do it by yourself? Oh, no, they're both fallen asleep. They're both asleep. They're asleep on the beach, finding peace.
Billions of people on Earth, and I'm the only one you see with your heart.
Oh my god! You're the only one. I mean, I'm the only one you see with your heart. Maggie, thank you for being here, and thank you for the super chat. Maggie says, "Thank you for the kazoo. It is my pleasure. It is my new favorite instrument. So I'm glad you enjoy it. Thank you."
Not only your eyes. I let you in.
I've heard this track twice now, and it's not sticking.
And you let me in. And now, let our perfect lives begin.
And now we're both in. Oh my god. She's flitting between rhyming and not rhyming.
Because this life is perfect. Alhamdulillah. Because we are where we are meant to be. This I know in my heart and soul.
It's literally a xylophone on this track. Work. Kay, thank you for the super chat. Kay says, this is like a Saturday Night Live skit. Someone else said that before, Kay. Is Saturday Night Live like making fun of the health and wellness advertising as well? Because that's what this is giving.
When I feel lost and scared,
She's still talking.
you're always strong and confident.
You're talking about birds.
I can lean on you and find peace.
I sincerely hope one of those birds pooped nearby them. Gem, are you okay? Therapy.
I came to the Middle East to live my life with you. Our sacrifices were great.
What sacrifices, Mary? You ran away from 2 bankruptcies. Calm down. Lauren, hello. Thank you for the super chat. Lauren says, you are the only way to watch this content. Thank you. Thanks for being here, mate. I appreciate it. And thank you for the super chat. And Marissa, thank you as well. Marissa says, Amber, I'm sorry I said you were boring. This will teach all of you. Don't shade Ambi, because this is what we'll get. And all kinds of everything. Hello, thank you for being here for 9 months. All kinds says, this is nauseating. I can't with them. Oh, it's sickening. Not in a good way. In the bad way.
But our love was greater. And God is greatest.
True, she did sacrifice her cats. That's fair. That's true. That's very fair. For what, thank you for the super chat. For what says, Baby Girl, a reaction channel, is playing a kazoo to this mess. Time to recalculate. To be fair, the kazoo adds a lot. Because I don't think... Like, I just want to try and get in the headspace of someone who could sit and watch this by themselves. Or even with people. And be like, that's good content. Because it's not. It's terrible. It's like... If I know she's serious about this. If it were a parody, it'd be great. But this is a serious documentary about love and peace. From the perspective of Fruity and Snoopy. Oh, also, that's a good point. I understand he's on camera, but why hasn't he got a voiceover? That's what we need. We don't need a monologue. We need a duologue. Duologue? 2 logs. Yes. Yeah, this should have had Snoopy on it. Foodie, I have a feeling if Snoopy felt the same way, Snoopy would have wanted in on this piece of content. You know, just to Share the message of peace and love.
He brought us together, and only he can break us apart.
It's that touch by an angel, I told ya. to go from her insane illustrations with voiceover to this. So she really is branching out, though. She's got content for days. This is so long. Monty, to be fair, it's 8 minutes and 56 seconds just to get those mid-rolls in, but I'm taking too long with it, I'm sorry. This is the worst way to rip off a Band-Aid. Marissa, skincare. Is Pav okay? Pav's experiencing an existential crisis during all of this. You're okay, Pav. Okay, we've got a minute left. If there's nothing else here, it's truly just filler. Has the song looped 3 or 4 times now? I only caught it once. How long before she rages because people didn't like this? No, she'll come on all high and mighty and snooty and say that people didn't understand it or that we're being some type of insensitive because she was talking about her religion and all of that. I'm laughing, specifically, just as a note, I'm laughing at Foodie and Snoopy's fucking ridiculousness in all of this. Just as a note. Lindsay, thank you for being here for 7 months. Lindsay says, boy, I wish you'd show more of the ocean. And birds! Look at this beautiful sunrise. Also, you can't tell me that this wasn't included in her ASMR Kuwait sunrise thing. It's looped 5 times. This is the 3rd loop. It feels like about 12.
My love. Love.
Yep. I would not find this sweet. I would find this quite scary. Is anyone else getting scary vibes? I've been watching, like I was saying the other day, I've been watching a lot of Yellow Jackets. This is giving Misty vibes. It's frightening. I'm scared. All right, well that was it for Foodie's nonsense. So that was terrible. That was god awful. Like, hats off to anyone who could sit through that alone without a kazoo. Everybody needs a kazoo. That's it for Foodie. So thanks so much for hanging out. I appreciate you all. If you're off because we're going to move over to Ambi now, I totally understand. I get it. Ambi's not for everyone. Ambi's not going to give you what we just watched though. So who knows? You might like Ambi. Probably not, but we'll see. If you could hit the like button on the way out, I very much appreciate that. I hope you all have a fabulous weekend. Those of you who are leaving, it is time for the one, the only, the incomparable and incomparable Miss Amberlynn Reid, the queen of Girl World herself. 1.25. Yes.
Hey guys, welcome to a new vlog.
Sarah, you did not have a good time.
I was trying to decide if I wanted to wear my hair just...
Oh, that's okay, Dark Rubber Ducky. You can go back and watch Terrible Chantal.
Like...
Feel free.
In a high pony, or if I want to wear it in a braid. So, I'm actually about to braid it right now.
I'm going to speed this up more. Because I'm not sitting that close to Ambi's reality.
Because I feel like that's probably what I'm going to choose to do. So
much better.
So, random fact. How I taught myself to braid. I taught myself around, I think I was like 7 or 8, with a pair of my dad's boots. This was before I was put into foster care. But no one taught me how to braid. I taught myself with a pair of shoelaces for my dad's boots. Yes, I did. And I remember, like, I was...
Sinner, no one cares. Yeah.
Just, like, randomly moving them, and then finally it just, like, happened.
Yo, I haven't told you about the story about how I learned to tie my shoelaces. Buckle in. I'm going to take 20 minutes to tell this story. So, when I was little, I used to wear the sandals with the Velcro. Love the sandals with the Velcro. And then, one day, I got shoes that had laces, and I didn't know how to do them. So, I sat there and just, like, put knots in them until I think it was Mum saw me not being able to tie shoelaces. And she was like, here's the trick with bunny ears. And then I did the trick with bunny ears. And then I kept doing the trick with bunny ears well into my teens. And then someone made fun of me for tying my shoes like bunny ears. And then it turns out there was an easier like double loop method that I was missing out on, a little bit more efficient. And then I did that. And now that's how I tie my shoes. You're welcome.
Clicks, and I remember that moment like it was yesterday. I was so proud of myself. Oh, that looks comfy. Comfy, cozy. What does it say on the back?
And it's back to feet.
Baby, I don't know what that says.
Baby, how am I supposed to read it? It's on my bag.
Good point. She's giving me a... You didn't read your shirt before you put it on?
No, baby.
That's what happened to you, Kimmy. What a coincidence.
So your shirt could say anything. What if it said something crazy?
I feel like I'm doing
A 9-minute documentary.
Girl, Fillion bought some new clothes. So she's giving me a modeling session. I love when she does that. But I just wanted to start my vlog. So was the pony better or the braid? I don't know. I like the braid because it just stays compacted and doesn't get all...
I mean, do you, gal? It's
Leaky
your hair.
eye, if you know what I'm saying. I don't even know what that means.
Just take the fucking earbud out, please.
Are these all mediums?
Yeah, baby.
Wow, they fit so loose. It looks so good, baby.
Yeah, baby.
You're welcome.
Oh, baby. Baby.
I know what this one says.
What does that one say? Confusion?
Oh my god.
Oh, collusion!
Goodbye.
Okay, guys, so I'm about to do the mini fish lamp. It's for, like, offices.
Okay.
Or whatever. I mean, that's what it literally says on the back. So, brings a soothing ambiance to any home or office. So, I really want a
It's the ambiance for me.
fish, but I can't have a fish. So,
Someone call the ambience.
we're going to do this. So, Fillion...
They're not ants who are fans of ambies. I was trying to say ambulance, but with ambiance mixed into it. Anyway.
The batteries in for me. Now, like, I'm following the instructions, and this just seems cuckoo bananas. I have to fill the aquarium to the top with
This is how we get ambience. Yeah.
water. But there's, like, this part down here where it looks like if water gets in there, that's no bueno. But I'm just doing what they tell me to do. So I'm going to do the water now.
Great.
Okay, so now that there's water,
Uh-huh.
the next step, I'm not even joking. It wants me to click on the on button. Oh, hi. But this is the funny part. It wants me to add... It's making a noise. Wait, okay. It wants me to add
Fuck me, a machine making noise. Everybody get down.
some dishwashing detergent. So, here we go.
Hilarious. That's the funny part.
Okay. I think I see why. The bubbles! Okay, it's coming together. Turn on the power at
It's all coming together, y'all. We're following instructions. It's coming together.
least 30 seconds before putting the fish
Hold on to your butts.
into the aquarium. Okay. And then put the fish into the aquarium, obviously. This makes me want to get the jellyfish one. Bloop, Nemo! Bloop, Dory! Bloop, Nemo's dad. Like, this is so cute. Oh my god. And this is for offices. It literally says it on the box. So don't come at me for being a child or child regression. I swear to god, I'm gonna get you. Then it says,
It's not my vibe, but go off, sis.
put the rubber cap back on the top, obviously. Oh my god, I feel like Rarity is gonna love this, because Rarity jumps on my desk all the time. One of the reasons why I can't get a fish, if anyone's wondering. Because
Ooh, a lava lamp. That would be cool.
she'll find a way to eat that fish. So I think it comes, even though like there's batteries, this is like to keep it charged. I don't know, that doesn't really make much sense since it's
Well, it kind of does if it's a machine that runs off both batteries and DC power or AC power or whatever, but whatever.
battery. But there it is.
It's just reminding me, because never mind, shut up, Zach, get through this. My Christmas tree, my Christmas pine tree light, it does the same thing. It's got a battery adapter or a plug-in adapter, but, you know, whatever.
This is actually so cute and peaceful. I can't wait to see this at nighttime. But I definitely want to get the jellyfish now. Because look at the jellyfish. And I forgot to show you guys, but
She's going to have a full collection of aquariums. Great.
there's like a black cap that you put on top of it. So there's our little fishies, since I can't have real fishies. Dory's ugly as hell, though.
Don't be into Dory.
Oh my god, my fishes. I got my fishes. Weights and fish.
I'm going to be eagle-eyed out for this decoration, because I feel like she's put it together and then been like, this is terrible, throw it away.
It's an H3 thing.
But that's me.
So this is where I have it sitting for now.
I am very rude, Mushroom, yes.
I actually just filmed this clip, but I had it on slow-mo. But yeah.
We can do something with that. Hold on. Please hold. Let's go here. There you go. This is good. We're gonna filter, edit filter, invert. Yeah, good, cool. And then we're just gonna go over to here. Please hold. Just entertain yourself, just for a minute. So down even further.
But I had it on slow-mo.
Anyway, just, fun things Ambi could do if she cared. She doesn't care. This is a 15-minute vlog. She's putting this together in about 20 minutes. Oh no, she's disappeared. Anyway. Oh no, so slow. So slow. No. Speed that back up.
But yeah,
Angelica, thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate it. This is cinema. Thank you for indulging my nonsense, Angelica.
subscriber got me this. A subscriber got me this. Feline got me this. This is just a Lego I'm working on. That Feline also got me. I'm so loved. But look how cute.
I'm glad that you enjoyed that, everyone. I'm super glad that you did. Again, Ambi says that she spends hours a day editing. Play with filters, add music, have fun. Have fun. YouTube's meant to be fun. We have fun here. Fun. It's meant to be fun. Bye, Daily.
Stamps are genuinely such a weird concept.
Tell me more.
Like, what?
What do you mean, what? Ambi doesn't understand stamps. Also, maybe don't show off your mail haul, but whatever. How does Ambi not understand stamps? What a nonsense thing to say. Well, not even say. I mean, like, why put that out there? Just Google how do stamps work.
Got P.O. Box packages. So, disclaimer, I want to make it very well known that
We've got a disclaimer.
This next clip is because sometimes enough is enough. And I think I let this moment get to me more than I normally would have in the past. And I could easily not show this to you guys, but I want to show it to you because I feel like there needs to be some awareness around this. And I want to be able to show you examples of what I'm talking about when I say that I feel like I am fat shamed.
Okay.
Where I feel like there's a hate mob around me due to my weight, where people are rude to me due to my weight. And I want to show examples of that.
Okay, so we're going to watch someone being fatphobic and rude. Right.
But I want to let everyone know that in this video, or in this clip that I'm about to show, I'm not speaking to everybody watching. Obviously, if you're a supporter and you're kind and you've never said anything hateful to me or sent me anything hateful in the mail.
I have never said anything hateful towards you from my perspective. I've been grumpy, frustrated, and called you on some BS, but I've never been hateful. I try not to be hateful. And I've never sent you a goddamn thing.
Or anything like that, then obviously I'm not talking to you guys because you guys know I love you so much and I'm so grateful for you guys, like, thoroughly. Like, thank you so much for always being here. Like, you have no idea how much I need that.
Ew, parasocial. Ew.
Surrounding my YouTube, I need the kindness. And
oh God, ew.
I think mass majority of you guys understand where I'm coming from.
Mass majority? Vast majority, I think is the phrase.
Where it's like sometimes I need to shed a spotlight on the things that matter. And right now, I think bringing awareness to fat phobia and discrimination and cyberbullying, I feel like that is very...
I'm sorry, what? What are we talking... What did you get?
Where it's like sometimes I need to shed a spotlight on the things that matter. And right now, I think bringing awareness to fat phobia and discrimination and cyberbullying.
What did someone send you that was fatphobic, discrimination, and cyberbullying? These are all a lot of words.
I feel like that is very important.
What did someone send you?
Because the internet is becoming more popular as we go on.
The internet is becoming more popular day by day. Yeah.
You need the internet for everything. And
You don't need the internet for everything, but it's an essential service. Yes.
Lean is becoming more extreme. Fat phobia is becoming more extreme. And I will always be a voice for that. And I know the people who support me understand. So here's the clip.
Okay. And look, let me say this politely, because I try to. I'm not saying that Ambi hasn't experienced fat phobia. I'm not saying Ambi hasn't experienced hate. Don't get me wrong. And they can be intertwined and they can be separate. People can dislike Ambi and be hateful towards Ambi that doesn't have anything to do with her body, doesn't have anything to do with her weight, has everything to do with something she's said in the past or done in the past or showcased in the past, whatever, right? I'm not saying they aren't connected, but I'm not saying that they're always connected. What was I going to say here? Oh, yeah. Ambi hasn't, from my perspective and from everything I've watched on Ambi's channel, specifically over the last couple of years, Ambi's experience with fat phobia and discrimination is largely limited to her monetized YouTube channel, and that's about it. If that's what she wants to say. Because outside of this, we've seen Ambi go through, or Ambi's told us all about a whole heap of healthcare stuff, and the only time where she's ever said she hasn't received, or feels as if she hasn't received appropriate treatment, was during the dangling ankle, which she said was a torn ligament. Okie dokie. So there's that. What I mean to say is that her perspective on how she's being portrayed, or how people are coming for her, hating on her, being fatphobic towards her, is entirely limited to her YouTube life, essentially. Like, Ambi's not showing us her going out there. She is apparently in this, coming shopping with us. Woohoo. But, like, Ambi's not telling us about situations in the world, only in her engagement with the audience. Maybe she needs to go out and take a walk in nature and understand that, like, there's a big wide world out there, and that's not defending anyone is saying hateful towards her via the internet, right? But Ambi does need to recognize that although the internet may be an essential service, it's not everybody's entire life, and she can open the door and take a walk outside and go and experience the world and not be so focused on this. But let's get into what was said.
Okay, guys, so I just got home, and sorry if it looks like I've been crying. It's because I wasn't going to open the...
Oh, and the lung, which was a misdiagnosis, and, you know, that was fatphobic because it was a misdiagnosis and all of that stuff.
PO box stuff or anything like that. I like to open everything in order that I received it. So I still have packages that I've received last week. I have quite a few packages, but I don't like to make it like a whole...
Also, can I just say, I know no one who sends Ambi stuff is going to be watching this. There is no point, there is no sense. Why send anything to Ambi? There's no, like, she's doing fine. She doesn't need it. And for the people who are like, oh, I run small businesses and, like, here's jewelry or here's candles or whatever. I mean, go to town. But, like, we've seen Ambi's living fine. Ambi's living fine.
Whole segment. I like it to be, like, little partial segments, which I thoroughly enjoy. So again, if you want to send me anything, here's my PO box. But I think I just need to make, like, a public announcement. There are a lot of things.
Larson, that's happened. So someone did a documentary, I'm pretty sure, I can't remember who it was. Oh man, there's certainly a documentary or a segment out there of someone essentially putting on a full prosthetic fat suit and going through, like, full makeup transformation and filming their interactions with people, like, through a shopping center and doing all of that stuff. That content certainly exists out there, and that, I feel like that's old as well. I feel like I was watching something in, like, the mid-2000s about that.
I'm gonna say a lot. I'm gonna say a few. There's been 3 things that I have received that I have.
Tyra did it? Wait, like American Next Top Model Tyra? Was it Tyra? Maybe. Hell, maybe that's the one I'm thinking of. It was Tyra? Yeah, right. Interesting.
Not showed on camera because it was just, like, massive fat.
Tyra Banks did it on her talk show. I thought so. I thought that content exists. Sorry, I'm trying to pay attention.
Box, but I think I just need to make, like, a public announcement. There are a lot of things. I'm gonna say a lot. I'm gonna say a few. There's been 3 things that I have received that I have not showed on camera because it was just, like, massive fat shaming, and I just didn't want to put light on that. But I do.
But she's gonna do it this time.
Find, you know, some things to be just, like, it's clear that it's rude and it's fat shaming, like the whole mobility scooter magazine, you know, whatever.
I can't be perfect all the time. So I'm going to shed light on some of the shaming that I do receive inside of my P.O. box, because I
can't be perfect all the time. I don't think that had anything to do with perfection. I mean, probably a troll, and whether or not you want to say it's hateful is up to you if you receive it. But with all of that being said, Ambi has been out here riding around on Walmart scooters and making that content. Someone brought up a good point when I said that the other day, remembering when she was with Becky and on the mobility scooter and asking Becky to take a photo of her on the scooter for her thumbnail. Like, I don't know. I don't know if Ambi's defense on all of this is just, I was just trolling you guys, lol. You can't be mean trolls to me, even though I was producing trollish content. That seems a little bit bizarre.
I feel like I do need to make people aware that this is something that I am dealing with, and there's actively more things, more harassment happening in my life that I don't share on here because I don't want people to think I'm lying, and it's like, it's just hard. So,
if you don't want people to think you're lying, show, don't tell. I inherently am very cynical about everything that Ambi says because she's lied in the past, but that's just what it is.
Open this because it said perishable on the side, and I didn't want it to just be sitting with all my other packages right here because, like I said, there is a ton. I'll show you guys actually. So all of these, and this is, you know, the pile that I go through slowly and I enjoy it, and it's something that I really enjoy doing with you guys, and I appreciate everything you guys send me, the letters, etc. But I didn't want this to get like moldy right next to my office desk, so I had to open.
Moldy? Why would anything get moldy?
And it's like,
why would anything get moldy?
Like, this is where it's like, there's funny trolling, like lighthearted trolling, and then there's just downright like abuse. Like, this is, it's like sending alcohol to an alcoholic or sending heroin to a heroin addict. People say all the time, you're not bullied. Why can't you just take constructive criticism? Why can't you just deal with it? Take the heat or get out of the kitchen.
I'm going to say this. Someone sending Ambi something in the mail is never going to be constructive criticism. It's not. Constructive criticism comes about because we watch Ambi and we talk about Ambi's content and we talk about the criticism of that. You can't send something a gift and be like, this is constructive criticism. That doesn't make any sense.
Am I right? That is what I hear.
That's not what those phrases are. Like if someone said, oh, Zach, you've got really shitty skin, and then sent skincare in the P.O. box, I wouldn't be like, well, that's shaming me. That's bullying. That's not constructive criticism. It's none of those things.
All the time, but there comes a time where it's like, you guys, I'm not the fucking problem.
Coffee cake. What's this? Carrot cream cheese. Something. I mean, this looks lovely. Where's this from? Oh, it's straw. I'm assuming strawberry because it's got strawberries on it. Strawberry Hill? Strawberry Hill? Broken Heel?
Some of you are. And yeah, I'm getting mad because I'm fucking...
I could read the box if I...
It's like I try to do something nice. And I know people can say, why are you showing this?
Is it Strawberry Hill? Well, a pie and some kind of breaded good. Strawberry Hill? Bakery? I'm assuming America. This wouldn't have traveled internationally. Strawberry Hill Baking Company? That's them. Found them. Lush. Baking Company. Carrot cream cheese coffee cake. Ooh, that sounds good. These are expensive cakes. Apple cranberry crunch. Oh, that looks like a loaf. Is that what that is? Lemon blueberry cream cheese Pavidica. What's Pavidica? Povi what? That's funny. Grandma pronounced it Povatitsa. Others know this Eastern European pastry as Podica, Kolochi, Gabana, and Bedgli. You don't have to learn Croatian to enjoy this delicious tradition. Just call it Povi. Povi. I'm probably butchering that, aren't I? The story of Strawberry Hill Baking Company began in 1903 when our family came to Kansas City from Croatia. Kansas to Kentucky? Is that far? I don't know. Bringing along the beloved tradition of Pavidica, Grandma Dorothy, love that name, and Grandma Daisy were reluctant to reveal the family secret, but Dorothy's son Harley finally convinced them that this unique and delicious tradition should be shared with the world. And here it is. That's like a 100-year-old company. That's great. Okay.
It's to show you guys that this is the shit that I deal with outside of the fucking camera. You guys won't even believe the shit that I have to deal with. And it's just part of the problem. So, you know, this is what happens when my YouTube channel...
She handled someone sending her food very differently previously. I understand the logic of the argument of like you wouldn't send alcohol to an alcoholic, right? I understand all of this conversation, and Ambi has said in the past, don't send her food, but Ambi also needs to recognize that, one, not everybody watches every single thing, and two, some people are like... My relationship with food is particularly hard because of my, friends and family who share, like, we have a shared love of food, but it's also the way that, like, it's a way that a lot of families, I think, like, share love and share friendship and share companionship is gathering to eat food. So for a lot of people, like, when I think gift, I think book and food. Those are my two things that I will often go, like, this is something that I want to share of myself and I will give to someone else and say, I hope that you enjoy this. And again, it does very much suck that there's the, addiction conversation to have, but Ambi could have handled this very differently, I feel, and has done it differently and said, thank you so much for your gift. Unfortunately, I won't be enjoying it, but, like, pass it on, mate. Like, give it to your friends who you went bowling with. Give it to Feline. I know keeping this stuff in the house is really hard. Specifically when you're on a calorie restriction. But there are people in your life who would enjoy this. Hell, there'd be like shelters who would take all of this stuff. And this stuff looks like good quality baked goods shipped like interstate. And I honestly think that this wasn't a troll. I honestly have a feeling like this was someone's best intentions who was just like, hey, these are things that I really like and I would like you to try them. And that, that's not great for someone who's in a problematic relationship with that. But also, like, you don't need to be a petulant child about being sent something that you don't want to be sent. Like, bag it up, give it to someone else, recycle it, give it to a support network, give it to a charity. Like, it's bagged, put it back in the box, and give it to people who will enjoy it. I'm sure there's a local soup kitchen who would really love to have some fancy pastry. Like, you don't need to be this upsetty spaghetti, This is a lot. This is a lot of attitude for, like, an inconvenience that, one, you didn't have to showcase, and two, like, you're... like, I could say grow the fuck up, right? I could say your relationship with food is yours to deal with, and it sucks that your audience doesn't understand the minutiae and the... like, and all of that, but you're an adult, you're responsible for your life, and you could choose not to film this type of reaction. Anyway.
7-8 years ago, ends up on a fat shaming website, and all of you guys decide to come follow me. This is what happens. Fat shaming isn't real. What do you mean it's fat phobia? It's constructive criticism. What is...
No, that's not constructive criticism. This entire argument is stupid, and I don't understand her logic here.
That. You're sending alcohol to an alcoholic. So, I hope you have fun sitting next to Trump in hell. See?
Woof. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna rewatch that and not talk through the entire thing.
Some of you are. And yeah, I'm getting mad because...
I'm trying to look, and listen, this is me formulating my own opinion, right? This is me trying to work out how I feel about Ambi's response to all of this. And I understand not everyone's going to feel the same way. I understand a lot of people, and part of me, and with my problematic relationship with food, thinks, what would happen if I received something like this? Or what would happen if I were pushing my PO box and I was receiving all of this stuff and specifically saying, I don't want to receive this, and then received it? Would I throw a tantrum, scatter my toys, and come online and try to humiliate the individual who did send this? And keep in mind, she's not telling us who sent this, but I'm assuming that the person who sent this will watch this piece of content and probably feel really bad. And yeah, she didn't need to treat her audience like this. And you can say, well, the audience member might have been trolling. What if this was meant to be hurtful? What if this was, this is not being considerate of Ambi's perspective or Ambi's feelings or Ambi's opinion and all of that. Ambi's the one with the platform. That still makes her just as human as everybody else. But everybody's watching this. And people like you and I will formulate a thought to think, I feel bad for the person who sent it to her, but I know there will be a lot of Ambi ants out there who are on Ambi's team and will say, that person's hateful, that first person's being fatphobic. No, it's not. It's not. I honestly think that a lot of my relationship with food comes from partaking in eating being a like comfortable and welcoming experience. Like going to someone's house and being offered food is not fatphobic because I'm a bigger person, right? If I'd said to that person specifically, hey, sorry, I'm having a problematic relationship with food and I'd prefer if you didn't offer me these things, and they still offered it, I would have the grace to understand that that's part of their thing. And I need to be adult enough and responsible for my own actions enough to say no thank you. And I think this is very much like Ambi's frustration with her audience shining in all of this. Yeah. D, sorry for talking. I'm just doing a lot of it. D Martin, thank you for the super chat. D Martin says, then you wouldn't send an alcohol argument as against what ALR has said about addiction in the past. You don't have to drink alcohol, but I have to eat food. That's why my addiction is way worse. Yeah, I could understand that. And I mean, in the same breath as well, D, in that whole conversation, we've said, you know, well, alcoholics still have to drink. Alcoholics still have to be around people who drink alcohol, well, you know, if they choose to. Or alcoholics may be in, like, you know, bars or clubs or whatever. And there's a whole, like, process of things. And Ambi's, I guess, done the due diligence of saying, hey, please don't send me food. But she also maybe needs to understand that there's another step in there, which is to say, like, if you open it and it's food, what is your response to that? Like, what is your response to the situation? And Ambi's response is to yell at someone who sent her cute baked goods. So, yeah. Anyway, Polter, thank you for being here for 7 months as well. Polter says, ALR, send your $70 gift here. I know a lot of nurses. Yeah, 100%. I mean, she could literally, like, send it to a local hospital. She could send it to, who are the, like, the treat trolleys and stuff. Like, she could give this stuff away quite easily, but she's upsetty spaghetti that it got sent to her. Yeah.
Because I'm fucking... It's like I try to do something nice. And I know people can say, why are you showing this? It's to show you guys that this is the shit that I deal with outside of the fucking camera. You guys won't even believe the shit that I have to deal with.
And not to mention, I'm thinking back to, like, all the times Ambi has been sent food and understanding that that was a slightly different time. But, you know, I'm specifically thinking in Vlogmas when she did the cross promotion with Pink Sparkles and how they were sending each other treats from Canada and Australia, America, whatever it was. And all of that, how that wasn't a problem, but all of this is. And, like, on, again, flip side of all of this, I understand Ambi's frustration of, I can't have things like this in the house because I will eat it all. My willpower waxes and wanes. And it's hard. It's hard to have these things in the house. But knowing that people send her trollish things, maybe Ambi needs to, like, build another barrier of, like, hey, Feline, could you open it and just check that everything's okay? But I don't know. I'm not allocating all of the responsibility for what's sent to Ambi to her, but I am absolutely saying that as someone with the platform on the receiving end of things, you do need to have those barriers in place to be like, okay, how will I feel if this happens? And what can I do if it does again? And not, like, get real mad at your audience.
It's just part of the problem. So, you know, this is what happens when my YouTube channel 7-8 years ago ends up on a fat shaming website.
But this is the other thing as well. Like, this isn't someone just sending her, like, a 4-pack of Twinkies. Like, this doesn't feel malicious by any means. This definitely feels like someone has gone out of their way to find a nice thing and be like, hey, I love this, or hey, I'm from here, or hey, like, this is my family, or whatever, and say, I would like you to experience it as well. I can't tell you the intentions of the person who sent it, but I would certainly play devil's advocate to think that, like, this was not malicious. And just the level of almost anger that I feel from Ambi and all of this, it, like, people sending her the Depends, people sending her, like, all of that stuff, I would understand this level of frustration with all of that and be like, this is hateful, this is fatphobic, this is you guys saying, you know, being ableist, this is all of that. I could understand that argument a lot more than this one. But whatevs.
and all of you guys decide to come follow me, this is what happens. Fat shaming isn't real. What do you mean it's fat phobia? It's constructive criticism. What is that? You're sending alcohol to an alcoholic. So I hope you have fun sitting next to Trump in hell. See.
Ugh. Bad take. Worst take. Bad takes. Bad takes all around. Now slow it down. Jamie, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Jamie says, the thing is that she wants the viewership to boost her income, but doesn't want any negative attention, which is inevitable. 100%, yeah. She can't have it both ways. No, she can't. And she can process all of that differently. Like, there are literally millions of YouTube channels out there who, and many people who receive either negative feedback or blatant hatefulness, right? There is, as a content creator, there is a way to manage all of that. Should there be? No. I mean, the world should be sunshine and rainbows, but on the internet, people are often not accountable to the things that they say in places like comment sections, etc. So you, as the person who that impacts, sometimes needs to be able to navigate all of that, knowing fully well that it's not your responsibility, that you should have to, but it is your responsibility to take care of yourself. So ways and means of navigating that, you know, opinion from strangers on the internet.
I was angry, and I'm not really like an angry person, and I wasn't even starting the video to react that way.
Where are we? In the bathroom? Sounds like we're in the bathroom.
I actually wanted to stay calm, but it's just like...
No, that was anger. Like, Ambi felt like an angry little being.
I felt rage inside of me. I felt anger.
You need to take all of that and speak to your mental health care professional about it, and not get upsetty spaghetti at anonymous people on the internet for sending you a nice baked good. This is a complex opinion, but from where I sit, I think Ambi's the one, like, with the platform, Ambi's the one in power here. Ambi doesn't need to film it, but she wanted to. She wanted to voice her opinions and get all of that out there and her frustrations, and she did all of that. And I think that wishing someone was in hell because they sent you some baked goods is not the take I would give.
And sadness for not only myself, but for other people who have to deal with this as well. And for the...
Ambi, when we talk about fat phobia, we often talk about people not having access to universally accessible things, right? People who are denied healthcare, who are dismissed because of their weight, who are, you know, not considered for positions at work, for people who are basically not treated in the same light as people of lighter frames, right? That's the whole conversation about fat phobia, is that you are treating me a different way because of the size of my body. Right. It sucks that you have a food addiction. I don't know what's going on. This is me speaking straight to Ambi. I don't know what's going on with your ED. I don't know whether or not you've delved back into whether or not that's a diagnosis. I don't care. That's all for you. And that's got nothing to do with us, the audience. What you share is what you share. I just wish you were a little less of a toddler throwing a tantrum when someone is perhaps careless, because I truly don't think that was hateful. And the fact that you default to that being hateful really does show how you think people view you. Yeah. Which is, again, isn't to say that there's not hate out there. There's not vitriol, there's not fat phobia, there's all of that stuff. But Ambi exists in a bubble on the internet, and if she were experiencing these things in her real world, totally understandable. The frustration with her focus on the internet just showcases the fact that she needs to take a walk in nature. Go outside. Understand that the anonymity of people on the internet is going to allow them to say what they're going to say, and how you take that is for you.
The future generations. You know, I just hold on hope that one day this won't be an issue, that fat shaming and bullying and harassment will not be a thing in the future. I can only hope. We'll see. But it's also like doing things like this, you are literally wasting food. I am not...
Give it away. Give it to someone. Give it to Feline to give to a friend. Give it to your friends who went bowling. Give it to social club. Like, I'm sure there's a community centre up the road that's probably putting on an event. Go give it to them. Go donate.
Eating this, I'm not opening it. I am not going to give it to anybody.
Why?
Because this is given to me in malice.
I honestly don't think this was given to her in malice. That's a ridiculously expensive, malicious gift.
And I threw it in the trash.
She'll donate, like, Atkins bars and shit when she's emptying out her pantry, but not, like, Lux baked goods. That's interesting.
You, by sending this to me, are the ones wasting food. So if you ever feel the need to...
Stop sending her anything. Like, she doesn't need it. She doesn't need any of this stuff. She doesn't need your jewelry. She doesn't need your earrings. She doesn't need. Go and give these things to shelters, to community groups. Hell, I'm sure there's plenty of ways for you to grow your small business out there locally that isn't the Amberlynn Reid channel, who doesn't give two fucks about anything that she sent. Stop. Just stop. Stop engaging with her. She doesn't appreciate you. She doesn't appreciate you. She doesn't appreciate your gift. She doesn't want any of it. Because if it's something that she doesn't like, she's going to say that you're being hateful, regardless of your intention. I hope the person who sent her these things reaches out to her and is like, hey, this is the reason why I sent it to you. I hope that person answers it in a Q&A on Instagram so everybody can fucking read it. Rude.
Do something cruel like this, give that money or give that food to someone who needs it.
100%. Amberlynn doesn't need any of this. She's opened her PO box to make people sending her tat content. Make her buy her own tat from Amazon. She already does.
Do something good with your bad. But I'm no longer going to be showing things like this because it's taking time and space away from the people who send me things, who support me.
Are you hearing this? This is fucked. Listen to this.
But I'm no longer going to be showing things like this because it's taking time and space away from the people who send me things, who support me.
Then why did you do it? Why did you do it? Why did you do it this time? Don't engage the trolls. Don't feed the trolls. If people send you shit that triggers you, that you don't want to have in the house, find a way to barrier yourself against that. That is the unfortunate situation of having an open PO box. People will send you things that you don't want.
And of course, I will continue spreading awareness about fat phobia.
Oh my god, I can't wait. This is fucking great. Yeah, go.
That's what I do because it's very important to me. But
people don't like me on the internet versus people who are denied healthcare. They are not the same thing. People are dicks to everyone on the internet. It is the situation that we're in where people are anonymous for the things that they say, period. You being denied a job because of your size, you being denied healthcare because of your size, you being kicked out of an establishment because of your size. Sure, I can get on board with having a conversation about that. We had big conversations about all of that when Chantal was flying. The whole buying 2 seats or not buying 2 seats. Should an airline accommodate someone who needs to take up 2 seat spaces? Personally, my opinion is that if you require 2 seat spaces, then you pay for 2 seats. It's unfortunate, but it's the way it is. That's like saying that everybody should have the same access to all resources. Capitalist society, unfortunately, won't allow that to happen. So we are where we are. It sucks. You hope companies have some type of bend on a lot of those situations, but oftentimes they don't. But establishments and medicine and essential services are different to someone calling you names on the internet. And it sucks that it happens, but that it is not equal. It's a false equivalency, if anything. Well, these people think poorly of me this way. Okay. Some people can just not like you. And that can sometimes not have anything to do with your size. And I'm sorry that you feel as if that's often tied in together. That sucks. Yeah. Anyway, Jamie, thank you again for the super chat. Jamie says, because she wants to be a perpetual victim. I understand her argument about all of this stuff happening. I get it. It's not that it does, I don't think it doesn't happen. I just think that Ambi's experience in the world seems particularly limited when we watch her content. And for her to cry that everybody hates her comes specifically from what she puts on the internet. So you can dislike Ambi plenty for her personality. Yep. That exists. That happens. Clout, thank you for the super chat. Clout says, I'm late to the party, but did anyone explain how opening packages from her PO box is doing something nice? I didn't get any cake. Thank you for the super chat. I don't know. I think that she feels as if it's a benevolent act to give attention to people who send her nice things, which seems like a parasocial issue. Who am I, though, Clout? I don't know.
You know what? Putting stuff like this in spotlight, there's a time and a place. And for P.O. Box time, that's not the time and that's not the place.
Okay. The other argument in all of this is that if she's saying that and she's going to start a new segment of proof that people fat shame me, which she's done before, I feel as if she's just going to be like rummaging through her comments, and that's not a good space for Ambi. So why would you do it? And she wants to do it to prove herself, but like to prove the evidence that no one requires because we know that it happens. Holding people to account is a challenging thing when the anonymity of the internet exists. But it's also a bad space for her because from a mental health perspective, probably not going to put her in a great mood, you know?
Sorry.
She allows you to send her things. True, buddy.
Started the day with a surprise.
I wonder if someone sent her, like, crockery, if she'd get mad at paper plate shaming.
Breakfast in bed. Fleen made these like sausage egg muffins. So good.
Oh, we're doing this edit thing again. This is fun. I like this.
So here's a little before and after I got ready. You know. And I've been hearing you guys are
I can't get over the tantrum. It's put a really sour taste in my mouth.
screaming at me.
Oh my god, we get outside.
Take us with you. And
Okay, before we even watch all of this, I have a theory that maybe this is not Ambi. Like maybe Feline's just recording, but I'll keep an eye out.
public.
I only think that because I don't trust a goddamn thing about Ambi, and she's really soured.
So here's a perfect
Okay, no, those are her feet. We're good. Feet.
example of what I normally would not film. We actually went to Home Goods because there's a few things that we needed.
Great.
And we found all of them except for one.
Those rugs are expensive.
I'll show a haul tomorrow.
Ambi's creeping. Oh, she's creeping. That's great. That's great. Customer still shopping April 23rd. What does that mean? Like someone's put a hold on that rug? That's weird.
You know, just Amberlynn doing Amberlynn things.
Touching everything she sees.
I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Love you. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Hey guys,
bye.
welcome to a new-
No, not again. We're done. Chat, she's got me all hot under the collar, and I need to go bake something to feel better. Yeah, that'll make me feel better. Anyway, chat, thank you all so much for hanging out with me. I'm sorry that this was a bit longer one, but it was lovely to catch up with you over the weekend. I hope you've had a great weekend. I hope you have a great weekend. I hope you take care of yourself, wear your sunscreen, drink your water, hug your friends and family, talk to your support network, take a walk out in nature, because, you know, we could all use one. Thank you very much. If you could hit the like button on the way out, I'd appreciate that as well. For those of you on the rewatch, I appreciate your comments, opinions, and eyeballs. Chat, I'm off. I'm also Zach. Ooh, carrot cake body. That sounds good. Excellent. Bye. I'll see you in the next